we are
Live
Live and we are here with our most exciting thing to date.
You didn't say it yet.
I didn't say it yet. It is Monsta X's Reason album. It finally came out. It came out. There's a music video. There's 5 other tracks besides that one.
Yes.
Guys.
Oh,
It's been a day.
it certainly has. Let me
For
tell
two
you.
MONBEBE.
And the rest of the fandom. Let me tell you, it's been such a whirlwind. I have to say though, like I will repeat this, like I have mentioned to Josh Cumby. Josh Cumby, he also participated on this track, and as you know, co-composer and whatnot. And and I was saying, like, thank you so much for participating on this track, because I do follow some of his work, and he responded back to me via Twitter, which is so awesome, by the way.
So cool.
Yeah. And I was like, thank you so much for participating. And the whole fandom is in shambles right now, but in a good way. It is true. We are all deceased. I feel like Monsta X came for us, and here we are, just a puddle of water. This is a hologram, you guys. Hologram right there. So,
Obviously, as you can tell, we have listened to the album, and
yeah.
luckily for you, that was hours ago, so that we could finally get ourselves together and film this segment. We're still a little in shambles, but
Let me
oh
tell
my.
you, I mean, we had some MONBEBEs that reached out to us too and DM'd us and was like, "Oh my gosh, what's your favorite track?" And for me, I did ask, on Twitter, who, all of them, what is your favorite track? And so I'm gonna pull that up really quickly. And wow, I cannot pull it up really quickly only because I tweeted so much about Monsta X. But
Guys,
yeah.
I'm sure we'll do what we did when we listened to Shape of Love, where we say, right now, this is my favorite track, but I'm pretty sure in 2 months, this will be my favorite track.
Yes. So it's so funny because like we talked to one of our MONBEBE about that, Dodo Hyungwon. Yeah, she was saying the same thing. She's like, you know how long it took me to find a song that I really liked on the Dreaming? Like it's like a rotating for her too, like it took
The
her a
problem is finding a
while.
song you don't like.
Yeah.
It's like impossible. We're always saying it's so amazing. Monsta X, it makes unskippable albums. You
Mm-hmm.
have to listen to everything because it's all that good.
Yeah. So like I'm just gonna read a few like tweets on here that
Yay!
just a few really quickly. And we got a few one from HC saying mine is between It's Alright, Lone Ranger, and Beautiful Liar.
Ah,
All the songs are so good, So I was like, and I was like, yeah,
I
girl.
feel you. That's half the album.
The whole entire album, non-skippable album. And then we have Lovely Minhyuk,
Oh.
Beautiful Liar, and It's Alright. Beautiful Liar is just so catchy, and It's Alright just hit me in my feels. It felt like a hug. Right? And then we have Taffy that this is how I would respond, and I feel like Beth would be like, girl. But not towards Taffy, but only to me. If I said this. Beautiful Liar. And do we even need a reason with boom boom. Yeah.
Love it. Love it. One of us.
One of us. And then Hyungwon Dodo, what's up, girl? Right now I love Daydream. and Beautiful Liar the most, but it could still very much change because it takes me a while to really decide which is my fave song in Monsta X album. You don't know
Yes.
how many months it took for me to decide what's my most fave song in the Dreaming. I get it, girl.
Yeah.
I get it. So, I mean, just a few of like we love interacting with our MONBEBE moots, and so like it's fun to read like what songs that you guys like right off the bat like are interested in,
Yeah.
So, I
And I
mean,
love that we all kind of agree. We're like, here's what we think we love. Like, let's be real. We love this right now. That's
so
right now.
yeah. Oh, right now, like the show. Oh, sorry.
Terrible.
Okay. Anyways, sorry. But yeah. Wait until if you think that is terrible, I will be.
Why are you starting a sentence like that? I'm worried already.
I'm trying. Okay. How are we doing, MONBEBE? This crescendo is hysterical. I'm running on fumes right now because I didn't sleep until 3, you guys. It's all right because I have no reason to complain today, and I can't deny this is a great day, but I could be a beautiful liar in this daydream. Maybe I'm just a lone ranger in these thoughts.
Oh my gosh.
I knew that was gonna be a reaction. And you know what's funny? Because I even did like an extra tweet and said, and you can guess who loves these word plays. Beth would be shaking her head right now.
Everybody's like, we see you, Tammy. We see you.
Yeah, Beth doesn't
Oh
bring
my
on the
gosh,
cheese
I
like
love
this.
it.
Yeah. I mean, can I
That's
be a
so
writer?
funny.
Can I be a writer to you guys? Because I
Yes.
totally got that on the fly within literally 1 minute, and then I was like, oh, I better get. I have to do something, So, but
That's how much you love Monsta X.
I guess so. Yeah. But anyways, but really excited to watch the music video together
Yeah.
and just have like a nice little album listening party, because I do have to ask you though, did your perception change from yesterday? Not perception, but really like your favorite song since you heard the mini already.
Um,
Or let's not say favorite song because like I feel like
yeah, not favorite song.
yeah.
But I do think that there were definitely moments that surprised me and
Hmm.
that shocked me and that I was not expecting. And that's even after listening to a 4-minute album preview. Like,
Yeah.
how do they do that? I
Yeah.
just, it still took my breath away for sure.
Hmm.
And I just want to say, general impression, Minhyuk's decided to wreck everyone.
Oh
He's
yes.
decided he's no longer gonna take being your bias wrecker or your biases wrecker. He's gonna be front and center. So I feel like there's lots of Wani and lots of Minhyuk, and they're trying to steal our hearts again.
Yeah, over and over and over again. Yeah, I have to agree with you on that as well. Like there's a lot of Hyungwon in here, which is like so nice. Because like we said, like we don't hear a lot of Hyungwon earlier in the years,
In the
And,
catalog, yeah.
yeah. And so we're like, why? Why does he only have one line? So
How dare they?
yeah,
He gets that
why?
song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and I also have to say there's a lot of great layering on this album where you've got Kiki and you can clearly hear it's him, but it's not overpowering, a harmony that Hyungwon's doing or that Juhan's doing.
I was just going to mention that as well because like we talked about this offline about how some groups they don't harmonize, which is
Mhm.
like not bad, but I think for me personally, I would love
I love hearing
harmony.
everyone's special
Yeah.
voice, but
Yeah. But I mean like periodically I do want to hear some harmony somewhere,
yeah,
because
you're
you're a
you're not
group.
soloists. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, exactly,
You're
1000.
yeah, you're a group, you
Yeah,
guys should harmonize, like I mean, but that's just my personal opinion.
yeah,
I mean, if there's a couple songs where you don't harmonize, that's okay,
that's
but
fine.
but I
But there should
mean,
be some group singing, please.
yeah, exactly. That's why you're a group, right?
Yeah.
So,
It's in the name.
mhm. So I was gonna say that as well. There's a lot of layering, there's a lot of harmonization in here, especially in Beautiful Liar, you know? So
And I
it
like
is,
how I feel like
oh,
they worked really hard when they mastered it to balance it so you can
mm-hmm,
hear both people distinctly.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's just there's so many wonderful, beautiful moments, but I don't want to go crazy here. I think we should just dive in, and I am going to say this. And Tammy thought I was crazy, and she was like, "Just do it now," and I was like, "No, I'm waiting. I have not seen this video yet."
That is great. Yeah.
I know.
And of course, I was already up editing videos. Otherwise, for you fantasy out there who are also Montasi, you guys would not get SF9's video if I did not stay up. So I was already up already at 1 a.m. That's when the video was released. And so there's actually two reasons. I mean, do I need two reasons? Yes, I do now. I mean, sorry.
You have two reasons, Kiki. Come on.
Oh no! Oh no! I mean, yes, but no, that was not it. I would stay up, you know, just to like, get our schedule on track. And then second is also, I got Beth's blessing if I could watch the music video on my big screen because I don't have my glasses on me. Like I am half blind right now only because I forgot my glasses at the weekend studio. So I have to wait a week and be blind for like 1 week. So just pretend that you guys are gonna see my face right anyways. So you could just imagine that like if
The
my
good
face
thing is you're probably covering your eyes anyway.
yeah. Yeah, I know some of you like enjoy fogged glasses, but
We are missing the best opportunity here.
but you guys could just see my face. Just you guys are just gonna see this anyways, you know. So and over there too. So
So
we're
every time you
fine.
see this face, drink.
Yeah. I'm looking at you, Doodle Hyungwon. You better be drinking a lot here if you see me like, you know.
I'm gonna be the same.
Yeah.
There'll be hopefully some good discussion here, but also expect a lot of just weird sounds.
Yeah. So, at most I only watched this twice, because I wanted to actually really save also like all my thoughts. There's so many things going on anyways, I probably missed everything.
Yeah.
And also it was really early in the morning too. So like, you guys, it's almost a day. Like, you guys know how geriatric I am. I can't remember anything. So, well, no, that's
I
not
was
true.
also thinking, what, you probably couldn't turn it up to like 300. It was like
It was
1 a.m. and you have neighbors.
I have neighbors, and my husband was sleeping soundly. I mean,
Right.
he probably did wake up when I was making, you know, like probably those noises.
He's like,
But I know exactly. He's like, I'm going back to bed. Whatever. She's doing her thing.
MONSTAX.
Yeah, she's doing her thing again. He's so cool about it. But
He is cool.
yeah, but anyways, you guys, we are so excited to watch Beautiful Liar. It will be Beth's very first time,
Expect
and
me to wig.
expect her to go nuts. And then we're gonna go through it once, have like a little, we're gonna savor it a little bit. I know that, Beth, you will.
Oh.
And then we'll do a lyric breakdown afterwards. You know, we're gonna do that whole like pause, whatever the kind of thing. You guys already know already. Well, I already explained this.
Just tell them about the subscribing. Let's get into it.
Okay, sorry. Just really excited about this now.
I
All right, you guys, you know the drill. If you guys like this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that we could do more Monsta X content. But who are we kidding? We are going to do more Monsta X content. So if you have not subscribed already, might as well do it because you will gain a fun MONBEBE mood.
All right. So we definitely wanted to point out that they've already hit one major milestone with Beautiful Liar, and that is they are in the top 10 on trending in music for YouTube.
Yes.
Which is huge. It's not top 10 K-pop trending. No, it is top 10 trending, guys.
That's
Everything.
amazing. Amazing.
So
Amazing.
MONBEBE, we are already crushing it. And obviously
Yes.
I'm not helping, but I will after today. It also has over 4 million views already. Again, not even 24 hours, please.
Yep. Yep.
Our global icons are killing it.
Yep. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Global artists. Got my
Love
fan
it.
ready. I got my fan ready, girl.
All right. Do you have anything to add or can we just do it?
I'm already deceased. Have fun.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Oh, these guitars.
It's so
And
good.
these red leather outfits. Ugh, they know what we like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What?
So sexy.
That shirt.
Yeah.
What? Oh my goodness.
Look at the snarling.
Oh my gosh. And the long hair. That's our fave.
Oh, that. Oh.
Oh. Oh. What are all these chain mail?
I don't know, but it's
See-through chain. What? Oh my.
Yes!
Ah!
Oh, yes.
Oh my god. What? Oh my god. It's all about eye makeup this era. I love it. Look at it. Oh my god. I have so many questions. So hot. Right here. Harmonizing. Ugh. Oh my gosh.
No, don't pause it. Don't pause it. Keep going.
Don't pause it. Don't pause it. I'm not pausing. Oh my gosh, Maniac, what are you up to? What are you up to? What are you up to?
No, you can pause. No, you can pause.
I pause it now? No, I pause.
Yes.
What is he up to? Look at him. He's up to something. I'll just stop it here. Wow. Okay, we should talk about the song first. Sorry.
Okay.
I had already heard the song several times, so of course I'm having a lot of thoughts about the video.
It's just, I don't know why I'm getting really warm. I have a fan right here.
Let's just start with guitars.
Yes. Okay. Guitars. It's not common in K-pop to have guitars, you know.
Definitely not like this.
Not like this. It's totally in your face, you know, which is like, I love it, you know. I mean, if you guys
I do too. It sounds like there's like a metal band in behind them.
Exactly. Exactly. And for someone who really loves metal and rock, you know, like I really, really appreciate this so much. It's like totally in your face, you
Yeah.
know?
I think it's because it's not a rhythm guitar, because it's that careful picking. That's why it sounds so over the top, but like in the best way possible.
And I that was the goal, you know, like to
No.
be over the top, you know?
I mean, is any of this subtle? Guys, these are bordello curtains and a man dressed in red leather spikes. Please. I
Yes.
mean, I have to give them that. I don't understand how each time they can top their visuals. Like, remember when we saw Rush Hour? And I was like, whoa, how can they do all this? And then we
Yeah.
saw Shape of Love and we were like, ah,
Yeah.
how could they top it with the glitter? And now I'm
Yeah.
like, ah, how did they do it again? With
And with a horse.
a horse.
A
I
stallion.
mean, so many
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, this has an example of some of the harmonizing we were talking about before, with like the lighter Kihyun and then the like more prominent Hyungwon. I love the pairings, the back and forth. I love how they've been switching it up a little. This band, there's other bands that I really like, but I'm always like, oh, this guy sings and then this guy sings and then that guy, like, because they have a rhythm of how they like their voices to sound. But I like how Monsta X always like flips it up a little. I'm really loving like the dual coin of like Kihyun Minhyuk and Hyungwon Chinkyun. I
Yeah.
think it's really cool. And let's be real, there is no other Juhan, so let the man
Yes.
be on his own. Let him stand and shine.
Well, I mean, like in this
Or
song
there'll be
too.
Shonu eventually.
Yeah, yes, yes. And in this case, you know, like you can hear like it's really interesting because when you start listening to the song, like they're kind of on their, well, not kind of, but they are on their own initially, you know, like you hear a Chunkin like on his own, then Minyak, and then that's when then it goes to Hyungwon, and then towards the tail end of him singing, you can hear like the layering, you know, like that's when they start like bringing in the harmonization with the other vocals. Then you get to like the second verse, you know, and then it goes crazy with the harmonization. You start hearing a lot more of them harmonizing together, you know. But my favorite part of the song is literally Hyungwon and Kiki's part at the end when they do like a lot of like when Hyungwon is the through line, but then like you can hear like Kihyun, you know, in the background too. But you're right though, it's not like Kihyun. We all know that Kihyun has a very powerful voice, like powerhouse. You
I
know,
mean, I'm pretty sure if he really wanted you to, you could hear him singing from a mile away
yeah. But in
without
the
a mic,
but in this case, it did sound like a mile away. You know, because
right?
Hyungwon is the
Yeah.
he was the, you know, the main
He's
vocal
the
at that point.
melody. He's the thing you're supposed to be focused
Yeah,
on.
and you are focused on him, but then you also hear like hear the you can hear Kihyun like singing too. So I mean, that's when I get sad, you guys. I'm like, man, you know, like I hear my favorite part, but that's when I know the song's gonna end, you know. Yeah, and honestly, like the combination of the two together, I mean, any combination within Monsta X is like amazing. But in this particular song, I love that combination together, you know?
Especially because and we just said this, but Kiki's voice is so powerful and like strong, and I feel like Youngwon's biggest strength is how his voice is soft and super emotive. And
Mm-hmm.
Kiki also does a lot of emotions. It's just he does
Mm-hmm.
it in a completely different way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they just it's like the perfect little marriage between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to watch this again. So, but before we do that, can we discuss the little I was able to glean from watching this once?
Yeah, yeah. Like, girl, you go,
Again,
girl.
this whole thing, I know I said bordello earlier, but obviously it's the big top. I mean, they're in a structure, but it's supposed to feel like a what, like a circus, like an
Yes,
octagon, like
yes.
a,
Mm-hmm. It
you
feels
know,
like a circus.
Thunderdome.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And to me, it
It's
feels like a circus.
crazy. Yeah, yeah. Obviously, I enjoy the passion.
Oh
I
yeah,
have to say down here, oh, not my
that's my
very
favorite.
favorite. Oh, when they're wearing these, when they're in like the Chanel coats, the underneath, I
Hmm.
think it's interesting. There's a part where you actually see Kiki and he's wearing
A ripped up
at
black.
least one
Yeah,
shirt. Yeah, then some sort of like leathery
it's all layered.
thing, then the jacket. Yeah. Um,
Not that I noticed or anything.
right. It's the exact opposite of Love's crop top cities. I'm only wearing a scarf, young one. Just like a little but it's just as sexy. And yeah,
There,
I'm loving how distressed it is. I don't know.
yeah, no, distress is like the right word for it because this is the whole song,
Yeah.
like they're in distress right now,
I mean, look
so
at this darkening danger sign,
yeah.
And then the stage portion I really liked. That's why I was kind of like, whoa, are these actually different facets of one or two people?
Mm,
Um,
yeah.
and they're just slightly different enough, but they're kind of wearing similar things. Also, I feel like, did Hyung Won direct some of this video? Why does it feel like a DJ H1 concert at the end? Like, and the way he's like moving through it gives me a very, if anyone's seen Blade One, gives me a very rave blood rave thing.
Yeah, and we touched about this on the album preview. If you guys haven't seen it, it's already up on our channel. But not that you guys have to see it now, because now we're talking
I
about
mean,
all the
we're
songs. And
getting
yeah,
into it.
yeah, yeah, we are. But since we are on Beautiful Liar, my same sentiments, like I had last night about this song, because you know Hyungwon was the first name, out of all the members. So it's Hyungwon, Juhan, and then Chungkyun, And because like I feel like Hyungwon had his hands in it. Yeah, and of course Juhan too. He creates crazy bangers, and so that's like
Oh,
Chungkyun. But
some of this backbeat's got to be him too.
yeah, yeah, most definitely, because you could tell which song is a Juhan song, which song is a Chungkin song, which song is a Hyungwon song. And like I feel like it's a marriage between Juhan and Hyungwon. And of course, like Chungkyun has like the coolest rap ever, please. That's all his like, that's him
We'll
writing it,
we'll
please.
we'll get
Okay,
to
well we'll
that
get that.
glove
We'll get there.
maniac.
Yeah. But just talking about the sound, like this is like the vibe. It's like club vibe, and come on, DJ H1,
Please.
like this is a banger where you're like I can't honestly like I can't wait to see them perform this live because this is gonna rock the freaking house like crazy. This is a song where you just want to jump up and down, up and down, up and down. This is not just like just standing there and just staring at them and being goo goo gaga, It's just like straight up like let's go, and
Right.
just like move your whole body and just forget where you're at in the world,
Right. It definitely has zone potential.
hmm Yeah. So, this whole song is just like so much fun, and I can't wait until they perform this live, quite honestly,
Ugh,
because that's a thought that came across my head too,
I
because
agree.
this song is also like I thought would be an immediate classic. This is like a song where it's like Zone or Fallen, where they keep
Mhm.
performing the song Rush Hour, all
Yes.
Monsta X Shootout, like all Monsta X classic. I feel like this is an instant classic. This
This
is a
is the song they play right after they devastate you with like a ballad.
Yeah, and this is the song where fourth and fifth generation wants to cover, you
Yeah.
know? So,
And
and
I love that. This is where I feel like K-pop is going. K-pop is moving, I feel like, a little more away from dance music and more towards live sound again, live band.
mhm.
So again, they are perfectly on trend ahead of, they always push the envelope.
Well, that's the thing, right? Monsta X is not really a trend,
Yeah.
like
Monsta X.
they're trendsetters, I feel like,
And I feel like
because
this is kind of people have been dabbling, but this is like, no, we're going for it. We're just
so
gonna jump in.
yeah, like personally for me, like Monsta X is my old band, you know. I mean, if this is your first time here, hello, you know, I'm Tammy, this is Beth. But like the Monsta X
I thought
is
you were gonna do like an AA thing. You're like, hello, my name is Tammy. Monsta X is my old band.
I know,
Coming for me.
I know, yeah. I should have done that. I should have just done that. But I was gonna say Monsta X is my old band because this band pushes the boundaries. They are trendsetters, you know, because you know that they are trendsetters because their sounds are so unique, very unusual, very different. Like they don't go with the trend, you know, like
Yeah.
they go with like what they think is musically amazing, you know, like what defines them, yeah, but still has like that Monsta X, you know, instrumentation that just makes sense. Because I could tell you right now, this song right here did remind me a little bit of kind of like ode back to their earlier days where they had this like unique sound like in Beautiful, not Beautiful Liar, because this is Beautiful Liar, but Beautiful where there's like a little like a horn in there, right? But in here it has that rah, 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 and that's kind of like it's kind of like a Monsta X thing, you know, like to me, you know. And so I was like, wow, so they're bringing it back, you know, like with their, you know, because that's their through line, you know, of like, yeah, you know, they are bringing in like different sounds meshed together and they're so good at that, but then sometimes like they kind of give a nod back to like the earlier days too, you know.
Right. There's just like a little Easter egg for
Hmm.
MONBEBE.
Hmm.
But yeah, I just feel like what I really like too is we said this about when they did Love. It was so unexpected and they don't like the horn in that, the sax,
Hmm.
please. No, nobody
Yeah.
was expecting that. All the
Yeah.
like a sparkly funk that was in that song. And I
Yeah.
feel like in here, it again, I didn't expect how prominent the guitars would be.
Hmm.
They're throughout the whole thing. And I like that these guys, they don't, when they say they're going to do something, they don't put a toe in. They're like, screw it, let's jump. So it's
Yeah.
like full, like they just go for it. And I think that's why we always see Juhan being like, I really hope you like this because like I know it sounds like nothing else I've ever written. Like,
It's
but
always
that's
so
why
different.
we like it.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
because they try so much. They're so willing
the,
to experiment.
they experiment so much. Like each song, like that they release on their mini is so different from each other.
They're brave. Like if
Yeah.
I had one word for them, it would be brave. Like they aren't afraid to do whatever the heck they want.
Yeah, they
And
are.
they manage to crush it.
Yeah, I mean, it's very experimental, you know, like
Mhm.
they, like you, if you ask me today, you know, like, so is Monsta X K-pop? I'm like, does it go in the K-pop genre? I'm like, well, they have, like, honestly, they have no genre. I mean,
If they
they're,
weren't Korean, would anyone put them there?
I know, right? So, I mean, like, it's not like they're everything, you know,
Yeah.
they're EDM, they're
Just like all good
rock,
music.
they're pop,
Yeah.
you know, like they're like personally me, you know, like I love bands that experiment, you know, and are very versatile, you know, because there's other bands, nothing wrong with them, you know, like they have their distinct sound, but they play it safe, you know.
Mhm.
But then you kind of, but in this case, you know, like Monsta X never plays it safe. They're
And
like,
yet at the same time, we're always like, ooh, this totally is a Monsta X song.
yeah,
It's like, how can this be completely different but also be a Monsta X song? I don't know. That's
yeah,
Monsta X.
yeah, yeah.
Like that's part of their charm. It's
Mm-hmm.
weird how like I feel like after listening to you're right, this song or for me particularly Janai, after listening to it a couple times, I was like, this is a
Yeah,
classic
total
Monsta X.
classic.
But it still feels fresh and new.
Yeah, it's very modern.
It's
It's
so good.
very very unique. Like, I mean, they start with rock, you know, like
Yeah.
it's just like that guitar.
They let
It's
you know right out of the gate. None of their title tracks pull any punches. They're
no,
just like, oh, this is what this album is. Get ready.
yeah.
Strap in. Here we
Mm-hmm.
go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Rush Hour didn't hold back. Gambler certainly doesn't hold back.
No, no.
Love Killa.
Ugh.
And you had mentioned before, you know, like those are the things. Like, listen, all of those are bangers, moody bangers. And what is this?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Should we just start it from the beginning? Is it time?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Let's do it. I mean, we were just
yell
talking about the song.
pause whenever. Okay,
See,
so
yeah. Okay. There we go. We're like, okay.
This, I know it. While I did say circus, it also gives me like I don't know if anyone like has watched equestrian sports, but it feels like where they do jumping, like one of those giant rings. Or I'm saying this even though I know it's probably not over there. Rodeo. What?
I was gonna say the Westminster Kennel Club for some odd reason too.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Well, not Kennel Club, the Westminster
dog show.
Yeah, the dog show too. Because like they do that whole like little dome thing too.
But it's because they have like the dirt and stuff. I like, yeah, it's giving me like rodeo wrestling vibes.
No, I see the whole rodeo thing too. I see it, girl. I see it. But I love how already this music video, again, I think I said this like 4 or 5 times already, but I love the guitar and how it's totally in your face.
In your face. Right. We've gotten 2 seconds, guys. This is gonna take a bit.
Oh my gosh. Okay, can we pause right here? Minyak. What was that right there with Minyak? Oh my gosh, he is just sleeping on it. Yes. That is so incredible.
Like,
yes, like what is going on here? Like, what?
Okay, first of all, that is 1000% a show new face. Can we please check that out? That's show new face.
Yeah.
That is his best show new, and it is working. Yes. And that was what I was talking about, the guitar, where it's more of like the picking and stuff and just like amps it up. Ugh, so good.
Yeah.
These outfits. My gosh.
Oh my gosh. And a young one right there, just like peering through the curtain.
Okay, first of all, why I've noticed this in a lot of music videos, Hyungwon, he always is like, he's like the naughty kid that's not supposed to be there. Like he always gets revealed. He doesn't necessarily like, look how like Joohan's like strutting, like other people are doing this stuff and he's like, who, me? Am I here? I get it, model. I see model vibes.
I have to say though, like,
so hot.
The last time I associate him with like, it's not even a horse, it's a unicorn. It's like the clip of like Kiki and Hyungwon in that onesie unicorn.
So you're saying you wish he was wearing the onesie on the horse?
No, he is the horse.
He is the horse.
He's the unicorn, but now he's the young. It's just like what?
I mean, this again, like you said, circus vibes. Like, why this elaborate horse and the braiding and the fringe, and
it's so wow.
First of all, how'd they find a horse big enough for Hyungwon? Because his legs don't look very long. So that is a giant horse, guys. This is like a monster.
It's a monster.
I guarantee you, Joohan was like, I don't think I should pet that. I bet you he was scared, and then by the end, it was his favorite.
Okay, and do you notice something about Hyungwon that like made me go like, oh my gosh?
There's so much. Can you specify?
His hair.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Both him and IM have that hair where it's like, it's slightly too long, but styled that way. It almost looks like he needs a haircut, but it's sexy.
This is not this is not Fatal Love mullet, but this is like his hair's a little bit longer. You could tell, like, I mean,
like curling under and stuff.
Yeah.
And both of them are like rocking it like wet.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, I feel like the two of them are like turning into each other. They're like morphing into like the same gorgeousness, and I already have a lot going on here.
Girl, that's what happens when Hyungwon is the president of the Chungkyun Club, okay?
Right?
Like when you're the president and you're in that close proximity of the dude, you can't help but like morph into him too.
Right. Like how sometimes when you're besties, you're like, wait, do we own all the same tops?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they work out together, you know?
Right.
So I'm just saying.
Now that they work out together, it's over. They must spend so much time together.
But look at
Youngwon
him.
is like indecent in these pants too. I wasn't gonna say it, but I am gonna say it. It's not okay.
I mean, I was like, bro, wow. And you know, you already mentioned this already. They don't have to be show bros, you know?
No.
Like, look, they are all so sexy, you know, just wearing all this, you know? So it's like I'm cool with that, you know?
I'm totally cool with it.
Yeah.
And again, it's you know, like they're shaking us up always.
Look at his expression. Like I love his expressions, you know? Like actor Hyungwon is like coming
Full effect.
full steam ahead, man. Straight into Monbebe's hearts.
Ooh.
Like it's snarly.
I can't that when you said that, I was like, oh my gosh, you're so right. But we'll get there, guys. We're almost there. Maybe.
Okay, I love this
Anytime.
part. I love this part so much. I cannot wait for the dance practice. Okay, sorry.
Anytime Chankyun starts a song, I love it, obviously.
Yes.
I had pointed out this type of shirt on Kiki yesterday. I had no idea they would all get one.
Yeah.
All slightly different, of course, but the
Mhm.
way I like that it's delicate, the chains, because then the way they move is more interesting. I can just imagine, like you said, the sparkle when they're dancing, when the light's gonna hit them.
Mhm.
I mean, he's already.
It's like right here, he's like I feel like he's kind of this sounds so weird. Like he's caged up and so he's trying to free himself a little bit. You know?
Yeah, I can see that.
Because this person is like having this tight grasp on him, you know?
Yeah.
Wow. I have such a crazy imagination, but yeah.
Also, we don't normally see all the dance up backers in head to toe leather.
No.
Must be a
Absolutely
Monsta
not.
X thing.
And look, they have chains and stuff too.
I mean,
Pocket
they're
chains.
dressed just as cool. is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
they are super cool.
Ugh.
Okay, I love how part two.
I'm sorry, guys.
I love how like Chungkyun has this thing where he does this a lot. He does this a
Yes.
lot.
Ugh.
He's so like, oh,
He does
excuse
these
me,
like
sir.
cute, like yeah, like how he kind of touches his face.
Mm-hmm.
Right back.
Yes, right there. Mm-hmm.
And what?
Yeah. Okay. Minyak. Okay, Mister. I want to take over your biases.
I mean, we usually call him the sunshine and the mood maker, but the mood is come home with me.
I know. Mm-hmm.
It's a very different mood. I love it.
Absolutely, girl.
I love it. Okay. Already, it's just red tongues and blood. I'm just saying. Oh,
okay, this
so
part.
sexy.
Oh my gosh! I cannot wait for the dance practice. Look at these
Like,
men.
When they're like, yeah, when they're doing it together.
They're gonna do. Oh my gosh! Wow. Oh, girl, at least give me like a heads up, okay? I feel like my cheeks are cheeks are flaring up right now. What are you doing to me?
Look at these lyrics. I will kiss that. I love your lie.
Well, it's okay. We're gonna watch it a third time so I can read the lyrics, okay? But right now, let's go through it.
Yes, this where they're going back and forth. It's so amazing.
So
like
I know. I love it when they do that. They dance in pairs. When they dance in pairs, it is so amazing. You know, like even with the, you know, in concert, we've seen clips of like them, like Chungkyun and Hyungwon dancing to Charlie Puth, you know, and that it was just the two of them, and I was like, what is happening right now? This is kind of like the same thing, it's just like, oh my gosh, I love it.
I love any choreography where they have to like touch each other, where it's not just isolated. So
Yeah.
yeah, all the feels here.
All the feels,
Also,
girl.
where are they? Why is it? It's like the apocalypse back there. I'm just concerned. Good thing they're in all leather. I know they'll be safe.
Yes, absolutely, girl.
What is he doing? This.
Oh my gosh. The way that he's walking forward and oh my gosh, that hurt. No. What is that?
Girl.
What is this right here? I'm like, what?
He's like, I'm gonna thrust to the front, and I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna thrust to the back. Are you ready? Here we go. Why? Look at him. I mean, who isn't one of the most simple but most effective dance moves, I firmly believe, is a shoulder shake. Like, it is so sexy in almost every way. And
yeah. Absolutely.
When you have, shoulders like an airplane, it doesn't hurt. Sorry, that was so hot. We're going back.
Oh, yes.
I mean, yeah. Also, he shouldn't be. This is what I'm talking about, where his pants are.
Okay, and why is that man walking towards us all slowly like that? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
So scary, but I'm fascinated. Keep coming.
Why does he choose violence on us? Come on.
This feels like such a Hyungwon.
It's such a Hyungwon thing.
Yeah. That lyric. Get ready. Why is he the horse?
Oh, look at those hips. Wow.
Just snarly.
I know, it's so snarly.
All right, that part. We don't get to hear him use his falsetto on his own, ad-libbing like that very often.
Never. I feel like it's so rare and we get to hear it,
So pretty.
It's so gorgeous. I'm like, Hyungwon, can you keep doing that some more?
More. I just feel like it's a total like
that was a surprise for me.
Kind of ad-lib. Yeah. And that's another thing I like about these guys. They listen to each other and they use that as inspiration. To me, this sounds like a Kiki part.
Yeah, and honestly, like I love this band so much because like they always push the envelope, like we already mentioned, like instrumentation wise, but like when it comes to their vocals too, it's like, especially Hyungwon, like he please.
He and Minhyuk both are, I feel like, the most underappreciated vocally.
Yes. And
so I feel like in this album, both of them get a chance to be like, oh, what?
Yeah, they shine so much, and this is like a different facet to them, this whole entire album, which is like so pleasant to the ears,
I really feel like we keep quoting Hyungwon when he was basically like, I'm sorry, MONBEBE, that I started songwriting so late. And we were like, just thank you for doing it.
I know.
I feel like maybe taking that leap has made him feel more confident to take other leaps. And I can understand that if people put you in a specific spot for a while, it's hard to remember that you can do more.
Well, I mean, with Hyungwon though, he's always the type to push himself, and we know this because of interviews that he's been in. Because a classic example is Zach's Sang show, and they have we all know this because we're MONBEBE, but if you're new to the fandom in Monsta X, welcome. But you will thoroughly be confused because there's like 3 different versions of Secrets, and so Secrets from One of a Kind, is all in English. And so that song, we know that Hyungwon wrote that song, but then he wanted to push himself. And instead of having that in Korean, he said, I wanted to challenge myself. So it's in English.
Which is crazy because we're talking about the same man who pretends like he needs a translator for everything. I mean,
Yeah.
which I also get. Yeah, you know, he's
Hmm.
confident to a point.
Hmm.
But he is so talented. You're right. Like, who
He
does that? Who's like, I'm gonna write in another language. Why not?
he's so talented. You have to know the language very, very well, to okay, first off, writing a song is already hard. I can't write a song, you
Hmm.
guys. I could write cheesy dad joke poems, but a song is like another skill level that is it's talented people write songs, and so and it's a gift, I feel like, very like and a lot of hard work that's put into it, but Hyungwon, like, to circle back to this music video, like he sounds like this because he pushes himself so
Hmm.
much,
Yeah.
like we always talk about the guys like working so hard, and it's completely true, but you see it pay off, like the for come to fruition, because like
Hmm.
look at him and his falsetto, and it's just like
Right. Because this
what?
is not an overnight thing. This is
No.
something he's been building towards.
Hmm.
And yeah. And honestly, this that we're so impressed with is another building block towards something we don't even know about yet that's going to be even more impressive. So
Yeah.
the journey never ends,
Never.
basically.
Never.
And I'm sorry, I just thought about all the PCs that are going to be in these videos. They're going to be so hot,
Okay, I'm hoping
guys.
that there's like a young one on the horse. But okay, anyways, yeah. Maybe a lucky draw card. Just kidding, you guys. Am I though?
Also, where was that horse in Autobahn?
I
Okay, here
know,
we go.
seriously. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Ugh. Okay, pause.
okay, yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
toxic, but I like it. I know we're gonna go into the lyrics later, but before I forget, that part of the song was trending, by the way. Okay, anyways,
Ah,
yes.
I love
It was
it.
trending last night. Okay,
Again, a very young one line.
yeah.
Ugh. What
Oh no!
was that? The whip?
Yes, that was the laugh.
That was the whip. I said it during the first time we watched the video, but this is an eye makeup era. All the guys are wearing eye makeup. I feel like it's most prominent on Kiki just because he usually wears the least.
Hmm.
But I am living for it. Like the shadowy, like darkness. It's ugh,
It's
mm.
a theme.
And like it's weird how when I see it on Hyungwon, I'm like, ugh, of course, Hyungwon. But like when I
Yeah.
see it on Kiki, I'm like, oh, oh my, what? Oh my,
Oh
like
yeah.
for some reason it feels really unexpected because I feel like he goes a little more en natural than some of the other guys.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it makes like a big impact.
Yeah, it certainly does.
Why does he have a whip?
Girl, you tell me.
I bet we'll find out.
And look at his snarly face.
Right?
And what is Minyak right there? What?
That's two
uh,
people smiling at each or snarling at each other. And then this background. What happened?
I
What's going
know.
on? Is
Uh,
Minhyuk so hot he literally made the entire building catch on fire? I believe it.
I believe it too. I was gonna say yes, girl.
And
Yes.
again, this background with these lyrics,
Yeah.
cold eyes, and there's all this. It's like there's nothing cold about this song. This
Yeah.
song is hot passion, even if it's not a happy one.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh gosh.
Ugh.
Okay, when Minhyuk does this thing where it's like he's chewing gum, but he's not chewing gum.
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about? He just
Hmm.
like kind of rolls his jaw around.
Yeah, he does a
Why is
lot
it
of.
so hot?
I can't do it like him
I
because
can't do
I'm
it. I can't do
I,
it.
I I'm not a hot person. So like,
Yes, you are.
well, that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm like,
I feel like I'll just look like
no,
I'm trying to get something out of my teeth.
like me right now. I'm like, no, this is not good. Yeah, but he does. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna try it. Yeah,
No,
like he does like
but
some sort of thing with his tongue or something.
right, like watch it. This. What he's
Yes. Yeah.
like he's chewing. Why is
Hello.
it
Oh my
cute?
gosh! Wow. Can you please warn me when you pause?
Okay, it's literally all your guys. Look at this.
Oh my
Look at
gosh.
that. Look at that eyebrow. What is Hyungwon doing? Oh my
Girl.
gosh. Yes. So yeah, how can it be so cute when he looks like he's chewing?
Oh my gosh.
I know we always talk about this, but vocalist Juhan, he has gone, his voice is so strong and powerful now. I feel like he does really match Kiki in that way. Like he has the breath and the lung
power.
capacity
Yeah.
to really have like a powerful voice. So
Yeah, I
it shows
love
off here.
I love hearing rapper Juhan, but I also love hearing Juhan the vocalist. Like his voice is amazing. Like he is such a gem.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
the all-rounderness of all of these guys is
Yeah,
unreal.
all these guys are all-rounders, which is like ridiculous to have six
How could every member be one? How?
six attractive men that are all-rounders, you know? But in this scene right here, this is like Juhan is so expressive. So expressive. Like you could feel it in his like vocals, and you could like hear it and feel it, and visually, oh my gosh.
Yeah, you can, and you can always see it. Always.
This
man doesn't give anything less than 1,000%. I don't think he knows how.
Yeah.
So good. Okay.
Oh,
can we talk about these gloves?
okay.
Can we talk about these gloves?
Oh my gosh, girl. When I saw that, I'm like, Dexter Hyungwon is back.
He's back.
He's back. Okay. And I have to say though, these gloves look so great on him. I have to say, when I saw him in his, okay, so you guys, if you guys didn't know, Hyungwon, Beth and I would talk about
finish a sentence, any of them.
I'm trying to spit it out. Okay, Beth and I would talk about One of a Kind and their concepts, every now and then. And I would always tell her, always tell her, I love this concept where Hyungwon is wearing gloves up to here, like right there. And he looks like a serial killer, like Dexter.
And that giant apron that's made out of like the same leather.
Yeah, that look is freaking amazing on him. And then when I saw this man back with those gloves, and you guys, it has a freaking zipper. What?
It made them sexier.
I was like, how is that even possible? I mean, like, wow, But he is back with a kitty scarf thing. Like, what?
Right. And I love how like the chains are literally reaching for him to like just wrap him up. And again, he and Changkyun are dressed so similar but slightly different. There's definitely a point during this where I was like confused about who was singing. Like, you know what I mean?
So what are you trying to say? These chains represent MONBEBE? Trying to be all over him? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes. I guess it is now. But we don't want to tie him down.
No, never. We wouldn't. We wouldn't. We love him too much.
This is again one of the parts where I feel like you're like, oh, what are these the same guy? What's happening? Yeah. It was giving me a very Mulholland Drive, if you guys have seen that movie, but vibe, where you're like, which blonde is this? There's so many.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, can we talk about this thing? I love that the shirt obviously has no buttons from like here to here, and then the tie, the way it like lays there. Ugh.
I know.
Ugh. Again, eye makeup, but everything else just like pale and natural.
I really love like when he starts rapping because like he'll say a few words and then the beat just drops, you know?
Yes, I love when he
Yeah.
comes in a cappella and he usually does something with a lot of rhythm before that
Mm-hmm.
beat drops in.
Mm-hmm.
And this, yeah, is a classic example of that. This whole marionette sequence, just
Uh,
like how I want you. Wait, just like how I want you, do you want me? And then this is the visual.
I know.
Like, he really is like a puppet on a string, right?
Yeah, yep.
I'm sorry, one more time because it's making.
Oh gosh.
Ah! They also have the same shoes.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I'm pretty sure they have the same shoes at one point. Like, and then look at this, look at this.
Yeah, yeah. And before we move on, like I want to touch on Chunky more too. I love like the emphasis on certain words too, like what that goes with the beat of the song, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
basic and lovesick, the switch of the beats. I love that too.
And I love how he also loves to do this. He stands like he's like submissive
Mm-hmm.
when we all know he's not.
Yeah, and then you notice like the accessories on his shoes, like how amazing that
Yes.
is.
And again, like the zippers and the pants and
I
stuff,
should
like,
hate those pants. I hate pants with zippers, but
and they have
Chunk,
like a weird double
oh yeah,
claspy thing.
like
They're very
wow,
80s.
well, yeah, like what is this? You know, but he makes it look good. You guys just good job, stylist.
Good job, Chan Kyun, because you know he did it. So yeah, so all this,
Mm-hmm.
how it
Oh,
wraps around the finger, the studs in the shirt, how they're silver.
mm-hmm.
Ah!
I was just like, what is this right here? I'm like, when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh,
Like,
what is going? It's just the angling of the camera too. I was like, you are capturing all the elements that Hyungwon wants to show us, you know?
right?
It's like, why? Oh my gosh. Can we move on? I'm gonna get cardiac arrest here.
Sorry, not sorry. And then this, yeah, the flip there is so cool.
I
I love the
love
way
that
that look.
reflection.
I wish, like, I would wish there was a poster of that. That is so
That looks so
interesting.
cool. I
And it
love that
does
so
look, yeah,
much.
Hyungwon manages to look like a bird that's just landed. So when it
Mm-hmm.
flips, you're like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so good. I love all the writings.
Yeah. Oh, I love this part. I love this part so much when he goes, dude, dude, dude. I know we hear it from other bands too, but this has like a little bit of more element on here, or I wouldn't say more, but it has like a different element to this too when he goes,
Yeah.
dude, dude, dude. And it's with a gunshot. You know, it is
Mhm.
very, very like um very ear catching. Wait, is that even a word? Very I was like, what's ear catching? That does
I
not make
feel
sense.
like it's a lot like
Yeah.
when Jin Hyun's like love me. Like again, it's
Mhm.
that it's more about the onomatopoeia of it
Mhm.
than
Mhm.
the actual like word.
Yeah.
The feeling you get from just hearing the noise.
Yeah.
That is doesn't need to be translated.
No, no.
You just like get, you understand.
Yeah.
I just want to say when Minhyuk decides that he's what I mean, what is he?
What is he wearing right now? I'm like, oh my gosh, what?
why
What
why does
why
he
is
look so
that?
hard?
Yeah.
He's got
Because he
like
is hard.
six dangly earrings and like a chain choker,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a fisheye like Busta Rhymes 90s style.
Mm-hmm.
I and it's we only see him for such a quick flash that you're almost like, did I see that? It's
Yeah.
so interesting to me how they're doing this, just like with the Changkyun Young one.
And I have to say, I do love like the who in here too.
Yeah.
The who is it's just like that's like who Monsta X, you know.
Yeah,
but
totally.
but like I mean obviously not like the intro, but it's like it's different, you know, like
Yeah.
it it just catches your attention, you
But
know?
they know MONBEBE will hear it slightly different.
Yeah. So it's like I figure I think it's like an Easter egg, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
the hoop, you know. But I love it. I
Yes,
love
man.
I love Juhan's like energy, you know, when he raps.
Yes.
It's so good.
I feel like I don't understand how, like, what he eats to keep his levels so high.
A lot of protein, girl. A lot of protein.
Well, I'm assuming that's the only, they have an extra freezer just filled with chicken breasts. That's what
Yes,
I think.
that sounds about right. That sounds about
Maniac,
right.
look at him. He's so hard.
Yeah, it's so hot.
I love that jumper.
Okay, can we talk about Juhan right here too? How he looks? This is one of my favorite looks of Juhan.
All of this.
I love the stepping too.
Yeah, the
Ugh,
stepping is really cool.
I love that so much.
I love how, yeah, how he like breaks everything. He's so
Yeah,
cute.
see, look at Juhan. He is,
Ugh,
oh,
he's
please.
just like killing it.
He
Looks so
is.
good. And then this, the way this is done, where it, this part,
Yeah.
how it sprays up.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm
I
sorry,
love
is that
it.
Minhyuk wearing serial killer gloves?
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is.
hmm hmm
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if they all get a pair, will they go on tour? Bring the gloves. Bring
Bring
the
the
gloves.
gloves. They just look so good with those gloves.
They
I'm
look
not gonna lie.
so good. And this is like so powerful and just a great visual for Juhan's voice.
Yeah,
Ugh.
and it's just like, you know, they're frustrated, you know, they're so frustrated, you know, because it's this whole song is unrequited, you know?
Yeah.
And so just like, you know, we've all been through unrequited love, you know? And so this I feel like they're taking out their frustration right now by stomping.
I don't care. Stomp
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
He does look so good. Okay. Can we talk about Chunky Chain Kihan?
Oh my gosh.
I
Like,
know some people might not get this reference, but it gives me a real like Death Row Records vibes. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like that, like
I do, girl.
plushy turtleneck with the thick chain, and then like
Mhm.
minimal but little ear action. I love it. It's just not the Kiki I expect to see, and I was like, oh, wow. I mean, is there an expectation though? They do something different every time. I don't
I
know.
know. This is one of my favorite looks of
Look at
Kihan.
how
If
he
not,
springs.
actually, this is my favorite look of Kihan right now. Like in this music video, like I love everything about his outfit.
Undercut. I
It's
know
just,
somebody who's gonna be happy. Beyond's undercut. Somebody else is also wigging.
we see you, girl. We see
Girl.
you. Yeah, but
It's weird because it's subdued and yet it's blingy.
yeah.
It's simple, but it packs a punch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, did they even dye his eyebrows? Damn, he looks
I
so pale.
He looks amazing. I was
Ugh,
like, oh my gosh, his hair. Ugh.
that hair?
Oh my
You mean that hair?
Yeah.
Again, what a smoky eye can do.
Oh my
Man, I never
gosh.
knew how much I liked it on dudes, but I guess I do. Everyone should wear a smoky eye.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, he looks freaking
Apparently,
amazing. Look at his sweater. I mean, like it accentuates his yeah.
it almost seems like his head's like a little, like it's interesting.
He's built, you know.
He's built.
This is his favorite asset is his chest, you know,
And the softness of the sweaters with this hard, what looks like a very heavy chain.
Mhm.
The contrast is just so good.
Yeah. Ugh.
And what's behind him? Is it like ashes and stuff? Like, I don't know.
I think it's feathers, no?
Feathers? I don't know. Let's see, guys.
Or glass. It looks
No,
like
it's
glass.
glass. It's glass.
I thought watching it one or
No,
two times, I thought watching it one or two times through, I wouldn't be like this But no, it's just the same again and again. You guys, I can't handle this.
Just looking straight at you.
Oh gosh. Like, why? With the hair too, I'm
I
like,
know this is your favorite kind of hair. Guys, she needs a forehead. Gotta see it. So cute. I love an undercut. I just think he looks, this reminds me of, like you said about taking it back. This look reminds me of their early years. Check out the Stuck video, guys.
oh my
This gives me
gosh.
that kind of a vibe, which I really liked for Kiki.
Oh
Ooh.
my gosh.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
But I hit play.
I thought you hit play already.
Here we go. Oh, his facials.
Oh my gosh. And his
look at
outfit. His outfit is amazing. I
Okay,
love the
I love
zoom
that.
in right there. Yeah, yeah.
And I love
yeah.
the like multiple different versions of him, like lost, wandering. And yeah, the stuff like this is where you could see it's like,
Oh my
like,
gosh, look
how's he here and
how
here? Look how hard he just
his
he emotes.
his facial expressions are just out of this world, you know, like you could feel like just watching, it's just like, dang man,
I feel like I
what is
can
this?
hear him just seeing this picture.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like it's just, not many artists could do that, but he
Yeah.
can, you know, which is amazing.
But all of these, I love all of this, the back and forth. And then you're right, this great push in that switches to Juhan. And again, snarls. Now we in the club. I feel like, okay, guys, that was the soft sentimental part.
Yeah. This is where we go hard.
Now we're about to get crazy. And now we're in these Chanel blazers, these distressed tweed.
I love that part too.
I know you love that part.
I
know you
love
that. And that part really does sound like he's shooting you.
Right? Oh my gosh, so good.
So good.
Again, these two guys, the best. Again, I will stand by what I said in our album preview, and I will say it again, and I will say it again until I die, you know? But this, to me, is the best rap line. I know some people don't want to hear that, you know, but hey, I'm human, and I'm allowed to like, you know, a rap line, you know, like other people.
This is your opinion.
This is just strictly my opinion. Other people could be like, well, you know, there's other, no, to me, like we've heard a lot of music, you know, and so to me, this is the best rap line because of how their flow is, how they switch, you know, like the teamwork that goes back and forth with them. And it's just, I mean, hello, listen to them, please. You know, like from Joohyun to Chungkyun and then Chungkyun to Joohyun. It's just like, you know.
So good. The way they can just like volley back and forth is, like they just are able to read each other's cues just at the slightest moment.
And yeah, exactly. You know, it's like they're sharing one brain cell, you know, but they're completely different, you know, like their flows are so different. They have different styles, obviously, but they complement each other so well. And they are, to me, they are the best rap line. And if Joohyun and Chungkyun could convince somebody like me who wasn't a huge rap person, that says a lot because I feel like I'm very I wouldn't say the word critical, but like it's very hard to win me over, you know, like I don't say, oh, that's my ult, you know, that's my ult.
No.
I have one ult and it's Monsta X, you know, and it takes me a very long time to like really love a band because I don't know why I'm wired like that, you know, but
they gotta woo you, and you've been wooed.
I've been moved so much. I was like, oh my gosh, wow.
What,
Nice.
by this? By this?
I didn't even see it. I was too busy looking at you.
It's dangerous.
What are you doing right now? What are you doing to me right now, girl?
And then again, all these like faceless, like literally wearing full ski masks and hoodies. They don't have hair. They don't have, they have nothing. They're these like anonymous people, and there's places like this where you feel the most alone when you're surrounded by other people. It's here we go again. Look, you can see there's a t-shirt, there's like some sort of sweater, bedazzled sweater, then there's the Chanel jacket. It's just, how can so much be so good?
Yeah, I know. I
So
know.
good.
I know, girl. I know. That is so beautiful. Yeah.
Just so unexpected.
How? That ad-libbing, my gosh. Ugh, those gloves.
So yeah, that ad-libbing.
Yeah.
My gosh. My gosh. This should be a photo card. So dangerous. I like it even more.
I know.
Yeah, this the back and forth, it's interesting. They're all obviously very different, but it feels like they're kind of communicating the same thing to us. And I'm just not used to getting the same intensity from some of these guys. Like, it's just, it'd be nice if one or two of them would take a back seat and relax.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, come on.
So
Chill out,
guys. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, can we talk about that moment? Where did they all go?
Yeah, they all disappeared. Even yeah, they're all gone.
So, are they all men? I don't know. Just throwing it out there, guys. Are these all different sides of Maniac? Superstar, rock star, Maniac? I don't know.
That's deep, girl.
I know, girl. I know. It's probably not true. But I just think it's interesting that he's ending fairy. And even more so, right? Because there's the Marvel ending, as you pointed out.
And now everyone is gone.
Yeah. So yeah, was it all like an experiment? What was it? What's happening?
So this looks like it's gonna be like some sort of storyline, of some sort. So
which would be really awesome. And I'm thinking the back and forth where it's flipping between the two people, if they're not like different aspects of the same person, then it's time travel, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Which is like their number one thing.
That's their favorite thing.
So maybe part of that blipping in and out isn't just maybe like some of them can't be in the same place at the same time. I don't know. I'm spitballing here. But I feel like we're going to get some more time travel in our future and our past.
Nice.
I know. I'm just as
Look
at
you. Oh man. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Do you want to go over the lyrics?
Yeah, but I don't think we should do it to this video. I'm not sure we can. Can we? Guys, are we gonna be okay?
I don't think we are.
I don't think so. Here's what I'm gonna do. Oh my gosh. I can't, guys.
What are you doing?
Guys. let's try it this way. I honestly just don't think we can do it with the other one. We'll be too distracted by our handsome boys. So
Yes.
here we'll only be mostly distracted.
Mhm.
Right. For real though, lyrics
Okay.
this time.
All right. For real this time.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
What?
why?
You got sores?
What does that mean? What? What's happening?
I don't know.
What? Why are there sores?
I don't know. What is
Guys, you saw that, right?
Yes, you got sores. I will kiss that.
At the end of your red tongue, like the color of blood, you got sores. Damn. That's rude. And then he wants to kiss you? Rude.
I know, right?
How dare you, sir?
Okay. Okay. What? Just the way that he sings this, I'm like, what is happening? It's like saucy, you know, like
Yeah.
we. Why? I obviously can't sound sexy like him, but you know, it starts like a little, like
it's almost like a whisper at first.
a whisper, yeah.
Yeah, like it's almost
Oh
like he's
my
sneaking
God.
up behind you.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I see
Yeah.
you.
But this line though, we go around each other. It's pretty dangerous. We get attracted to each other. What do you guys, magnets?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Ugh.
So pretty.
Toxic, but I like it.
There you go.
But I like it.
I can't find the reason to erase you.
What?
You're toxic.
But you like it. Like
But I'll keep you.
You
It's
like
like the person
toxicity.
you're supposed to like block in your phone, but you're like,
You're supposed to break up with this person. This person is causing you misery. Why are you being with this person? But you can't help it because you are attracted to this person. You are attracted to someone who is not treating you well, and you just love it. Wow. Sorry.
Sounds like you have a lot of experience.
I do. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But
Also, look at him.
It ended very happily for me, though. Okay.
Yes, thank goodness. Look
Yeah.
at this.
Oh my gosh! Stop! 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 Stop!
He's always singing your favorite.
Why?
I love the yelling together.
Me too.
I just love it. It's so fun.
I love it. I love the why too. It's
right?
so
It gives
good.
you, and then with the clapping, it really gives like a sporty vibe to it.
Oh my gosh! Why?
But I want it more.
More. See, and this is the part when they start harmonizing a lot.
Yes, and they also layer on top of themselves, which, as you know, I particularly really love. What is this? What?
and I love this part too. This is like this is the same line but sung by a different person. Minyuk's sang this line, this verse, you know, in previously, but now it's Juhan.
Yeah, and I love that. I love when they switch it up. I like when I'm in danger. I feel like I don't like basic. This man.
He doesn't like a basic. He doesn't like a basic person.
No.
Wow.
No.
He likes someone complicated.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Wow.
There's a line in misbehave on All About Love, where Minhyuk actually sings that he doesn't want to feel safe, and that's how he likes it, basically. And that this gives me like similar vibes.
The same vibes, yeah.
Uh-huh. Like, who wants to be safe? Boring.
I know, right? How do you want me?
It's so good. What? At this point, they're literally like, this love is fake, but I'm not going to tell you that because you hot girl. I'm still down, but we're not in love. We both know it. Battle between pain and happiness, please.
My black heart. Extension of war.
Okay, your lips are my sweet tramp. Let's go back to that. Your lips are a sweet tramp.
Right?
What?
I know.
Right after this is an extension of war. What? Why are you? Why?
I know. Why? Only Juhan in these lyrics.
Right? Please arrest me.
Please arrest me, yeah. Why? Oh, why?
So fun. With the guitar.
Oh my gosh, his voice. I love that part too.
Yes, how it like, I also love how he gets kind of quieter there. Like, he knows he's saying it over and over again and you're not listening.
I love that repeat. Oh my gosh.
I can't stop you till I die.
I know, right?
How can you stop me then?
I know, right?
Babe. So you're basically saying you're giving in and you're giving up. I win.
Absolutely. And that's why the song ends suddenly, you know?
I can't with that.
I know, girl.
Not with all of that happening. Sounds good.
Oh my gosh.
And that's exactly what you were talking about, how first it's Kiki doing the ad-libbing, then it's Minhyuk, then it's Juhan. Like, they always keep us guessing.
Do you notice that the song started off really hard initially and then it ends like very soft because they gave up. They gave in. They're like, it's so interesting how they structured this song. You would think that the song wouldn't even work and how it ended like this. It ended suddenly, but then like it ended suddenly, but to the person,
there's like a pause.
Yeah, to the person who's listening to this, which is us obviously, it makes you want more, as if you're the person who is like in the unrequited love sequence, you know, like you just
like
want more.
Suddenly they cut you off and you're like, what?
Yeah. What's going on? That is freaking
brilliant.
Genius. Is genius.
I just wanted to go back just a little bit because I wanted to highlight those layerings that you were talking about, just because so good.
It's so good.
Just love that. I never would have thought it was Juhan at the end.
That's it.
So damn.
I was bravo, everyone on this song. Like, another classic, another hit, another song that's going to be covered for many generations to come, you know? So I love it.
It's just so damn good. In
So
case you
good.
guys couldn't tell,
I
we
know,
kind
right?
of think it's okay.
Yeah. Just kind of okay.
Okay, the next track on the album is Daydream, and this one to me is stands out because it's so different.
Mm-hmm.
It's so different, and yet about halfway through, I'm like, oh, classic Monsta X. What?
Yeah. Yeah, I have to say this song, a lot of MONBEBE, you know, during the album preview, could not wait to listen to this whole song in its entirety.
Mhm.
Like the music bed just captivates you immediately. Like you said yesterday.
Especially,
Yeah, because I was gonna say like yesterday you said that this sounds like a music box, you
yeah, that's
know?
what I was gonna say. Especially the rhythm and of it. I mean, we're just coming off Beautiful Liar,
Mm-hmm.
and this is so completely just almost jarring how different it
Mm-hmm.
is.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously that's intentional. That is stroke to put us off balance.
Yeah.
Um, so let's see how they're gonna do it even more with their lyrics.
Yes, girl.
Yes. Again, this starts right away, just like how the other one just ended.
Mm-hmm.
There's not even one note before Kiki's
Mm-hmm.
already singing to you.
I know. I know. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Love
That
that.
is
Again,
gorgeous. Gorgeous.
that is just as unexpected as Youngwon and Beautiful Liar. And
Right?
it's so pretty.
It is so freaking beautiful. Like Juhan's vocalist Juhan, when he comes out, he comes out. Let me tell
Right.
you. Like
He's
just
really
ugh.
worked hard on his nuance. And the it's funny, all the stuff that he does in his rap, he's very careful to not do that as when he's being a vocalist.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he's worked very hard to, like you say, be able to switch that on and off. And
Yeah.
so it really shows.
Yeah. Ugh.
I love that.
Ugh. Ugh.
I feel like this is one of the many songs where they're like, oh, let's just have Manhyuk sing for a while.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it so much. I love it so
know.
much,
You're
guys.
so gorgeous.
Sorry. I love it. I love it.
His voice. Oh,
Listen to him. Lots of
I love that
great
part. Shh.
uh,
And I love that little like that sound where it's like the little how can I pinpoint this? Like I'm trying to say this. Let's rewind it so I can point it out.
is while Kiki singing?
Mm-hmm. It sounds very magical. Right there.
Oh, okay. So it's almost like that ding 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 ding.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
It almost sounds like wind chimes or something.
Yeah,
Huh?
wind chimes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the perfect description. But that part, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I love the transition there.
Mm-hmm. Ugh. Ugh. So good. I love that part. Chungkyun, oh my gosh. What?
we've been
What?
talking about how we're so obsessed with vocalist Chan Kyun. Now I feel like he's like, okay, so now I can put them together, right? Now I'll
Yeah.
just rap and then sing gorgeous, like in the same phrase.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are you
Um,
killing me? Never
Please.
stop.
Yeah. Never.
Just one more time. Here we go.
Ah!
Ugh,
Oh my
so
God.
good.
I love that.
I love it when he says go to dream.
Yeah.
I love that. It's actually, I think that's so much nicer than go to sleep.
Right?
I mean, may your sleep be filled with lovely things. I love
Mhm.
it.
It's so good.
I don't-
There's that magical part again, those wind chimes.
yeah. You know, it also kind of sounds like an organ almost because there's
Mhm.
like there's like a windpipey feel, but I don't think it's actually like a flute or anything. It sounds more like an organ.
Yeah.
Super interesting.
Mhm.
Come on, so hard in this song.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I have to say, like, I really love Hyungwon in here too. Like, I know I mentioned this in the album preview last night, but he his muffled voice in here like is so it just stands out so much to me, and I absolutely love it. It's like a
Yeah.
different shade of Hyungwon, you know what I mean?
And when you
And
were talking about that, his muffled voice the other day, it totally made me think of, have you ever seen like tromboners or trumpeters? And they have
Mhm,
like that thing they'll put on
mhm,
top. That is kind of what it reminded me of. Like once you said that, I was like, oh yeah.
yeah,
Like
and
it gives it a different quality.
just the way that like the way he sings, like, oh, and I was just like, oh, and I was like, ah!
There's just like all this swag,
I
like
know,
just
super swag.
ridiculous swag. And
I
you're
was
like,
like,
well,
how is this possible? Like,
how is this
what?
the guy from No Mercy?
I know, right? This is the guy that was wearing like a little black top hat, I was just
Yeah.
like, what? You know? So,
Ugh, I just this song is a really, really good.
wait, he didn't wear a
Um
black top hat. Sorry. Did he at one stage? I can't remember. I
I
blocked that
don't
show.
know.
I blocked that show out of my head. So upset. Okay,
There
anyways,
were
yeah.
a lot of bad Kiki wore a lot of bad hats in that show. But yes, yeah, to think I feel like we've noted this about him before. He's very good at turning it on stage. There's a lot of
Hmm.
great performers like that, but then he's kind of like backstage.
I know, right? The duality.
The duality. And then again, here, this feels like he's just taking it up a notch
Hmm.
in coolness and hot factor. Like, oh,
Yeah.
Hyungwon, just when you think he can't get any hotter,
No. And then it
here you
just,
go.
yeah.
He's like, oh, what would be super different from Wildfire? I've
Hmm.
got it.
Hmm. The man just
Ugh,
knows.
so good. I just
Oh
think
my
it's
gosh, you guys. Again, why do I gravitate towards certain songs that are,
what are they?
that's very Monsta X. I'll just leave it like that. I'll just leave it like that. But yeah, okay, let's
Hashtag fact check. MONSTAX.
Thanks.
They're the best.
That's best.
So this is the infamous crescendo that both you and I were like in the album preview, and does not disappoint. It's always nice to have a song that really shows off the rap line. Although every song shows off the rap line.
This song threw me off, way off course, you know? I was like, what? When I heard it, I was like, what? Kihyun? What did you Kihyun? What did you just say? Like, hold up.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah, no. Not at 1 o'clock in the morning. No. No.
Well,
No.
let's try it at a different time. Here we go.
Still late,
Also,
girl.
please. Chest day. Okay, sorry guys. No, I'm not.
Okay, this part already, I love it. I
Yes.
love the traditional music already.
Mhm.
And of course, you know, if you guys have been following our channel and other bands that we listen to on here, because obviously we multi-stan, and I always appreciate traditional music, you know, like traditional instruments, you know, that are inserted or are part of you know, a modern song like this, you know.
It's
So
always cool to like hark back.
yeah.
You know, everybody loves a good callback, especially
Mhm.
a cultural one. At least I do.
Yeah.
I'm always like, ooh, intrigued already. And
Yeah.
I feel like that instrument, sorry guys, I don't know what it's called. It also has kind of like it can be sexy, sultry, or it can be creepy.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, just because it's so like spaced out.
Yeah.
It's more about the anticipation, I feel like, of what the next note is.
Mhm.
That gives me that almost on the edge of my seat that can go either way.
So when I heard this the first time, this immediately caught my attention. Like I just, I stopped whatever I was doing, you know, and just I was mesmerized. Anyways, we should rewind it back.
Yeah, let's just, I mean, we've
Sorry.
only gone 7 seconds. We might as
Yeah.
well start over.
Yeah. Ugh.
Kiki as the beginning fairy. You already know it's going to get intense because they don't pull him out right away. He's like usually the third or fourth thing.
Okay.
So if you're starting with him, you know it's about to go off.
It is gonna go off real fast because we hear him a lot in choruses, you know?
Mhm. When he's
So,
starting in the verse, you're like, oh, damn. Oh,
yeah.
already with the big guns.
Yeah. Ugh. Put that artillery away.
Ugh. And I love these.
Oh, yes. I love that.
The curve swerve, the way
curve and the
I think you
swerve.
mentioned this offline, the way he punctuates those, he hits the rhyming words very
Yeah.
distinctively.
Yeah, like I just love how he said it, you know, the curve and the swerve. You know, I was
He
like,
knows
what?
just what part to emphasize where you're like, what?
You're like, oh, okay, you know, you got my attention. I get it. Yeah, but
And
it's
I
just
really like this first line of the chorus with feeling crescendo, mix it up, shuffle it, play it random. That also, if I just read this lyric, I wouldn't think that it would be with this very laid back, kind of muted background. Again, I feel like I'm just waiting on tenterhooks, like for the other shoe to drop.
Yeah.
Like it's about to happen. It's about to happen.
I know.
Okay, guys.
That bass. Minyak. Huh?
Minhyuk doing the pre-chorus, like basically
Amazing.
Minhyuk being the hype man.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready? Are you ready now? Are you ready now?
I
Okay.
know. Yeah. That is so Minyak.
I hope to be thrown into the red light. I mean, I don't know what it means, but rare.
I know, right?
Guys, we were supposed to mention this before we started. We are both still processing. We have not fully completed the upload that is Monsta X Reason. So we're still second guessing ourselves and thinking out loud here.
Yes.
Because to us, this is all a puzzle waiting to be put together. And every little piece just makes us more excited.
I know, right?
So.
Let's just dance.
What the heck? What? Rapper Hyungwon, like, please.
Who only calls us bae?
I know.
No, I mean, yes, please.
I mean, bro, you know, like during the US tour, the No Limit US tour, the guys would like each city. Wow, I cannot talk right now. Wow. Each city, like it'd be either Minya, Kyungwon, or Kihyun. They would do like a rap part, you know, of like, you know, the zone, you know, and you know, it's like super cute. We're like, oh, that's like really like Juhan's part. Oh,
yeah.
you
like,
know,
haha, so cute. Vocal line
so,
being rap line.
Yeah, I know. So, and then when it really happens, it's like I
You're
felt like we're steamrolled. We're like, what?
I know I've said this many times about many things Hyungwon has done, but I don't think I can deal with rapper Hyungwon.
No, I cannot either. I was like, with the first, I was just like, when I heard this, I was like, excuse me, sir? What?
Especially because, you know, the way the voices kind of range, it's like I.M has the deepest voice, and then Hyungwon, you know, baritones are my kryptonite. I don't need another baritone rapper wrecking all my shit.
I know, girl.
I mean, I'll take it though.
He's coming for you.
I don't mind.
He already came for me. I'm sorry.
I know, and now he's back again. Gosh.
You're hanging around me so much.
This
I
is
love
just
it.
how we talk now. Everything's a Monsta X lyric. I'm sorry, guys. We have to go back because we didn't get to hear all of Hyungwon in one part because I can't stop myself from stopping it.
I feel you, girl. I would do the same thing.
All right, here we go. So filthy. And Juhan.
Oh, I love that so much. Oh my gosh. I just love when Juhan just comes in and just becomes a little, just an echo.
Again, hype man. Yeah. He's not trying to take away from anything Hyungwon. Hyungwon is a star at that moment.
Yeah.
But he's just like, woo, my boy. So good. It's
so good.
I love it. Sorry, we have to go back so we can hear it.
Yes.
Now you're my babe.
It's been a long time. To the MD, only one
to the M. Yes.
Why is that so good?
Oh my gosh.
I feel like it's such
that.
a good switch up of his, you know,
I am what I
am.
Oh my gosh, sorry, can we go back?
Yes.
Sorry, I got really, really excited when I saw that.
It's so good. And again, like you said, you mentioned in Beautiful Liar, they have the music drop out when he drops in, and then it starts back up after he's established himself. It's so cool.
Yep.
It's been a long time. To the MD, only one sign. I don't get a what, just care about mine. 우리들의 춤사 위에 shine. 어디 밀어 잣대 필요 없어 feedback. 너희들의 기대보다 내 만족을 위해. I dance 라다. 너도 내 흐름을 탄다면 bro.
It's so good. I'm sorry. I just want to point out this line because I really like it. Feedback for my satisfaction rather than your expectations.
I love that.
I really love that. That is, I think, as an artist, one of the hardest things is to be able to hear someone's feedback and take out the bits that are working with what you're trying to do. And not getting obsessed about the stuff that you're like, oh, you just didn't get that. It's fine.
And can we go back to his beginning sequence? You cackling, you're so cute.
I'm sorry, you're really adorable.
Okay, so
that part.
Okay, so this part right here, I know we said, oh yeah, I to the M, it's so cute. I love the completeness of this, like I to the M, the only one sign, because you know his tattoo looks like a sign, you know?
Yeah.
And so I love that. It's been a long time.
I
I
know.
to the
Why is it
M,
so cute?
the only one sign. And I feel like that's just genius. I love it. Oh, I love everything about this.
I love it so
It's so
much.
good.
And I feel like this is actually kind of comforting, you know, because as everyone knows, there's, you know, upheaval about contracts and signing and blah blah blah. And like I feel like ever since then, all Shankun has done has reassure Mom Baby, hey, I'm here. I'm not
Hmm.
leaving, not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And even that lyric, it's been a long time. Like that to me just says, even if it had been a long time,
Yeah.
we're coming back again.
Hmm.
So I'm just saying, like, I feel like he makes such a special point. He knows everyone's still a little like worried, and he just wants everyone to like chill out. It's gonna be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am always going to be back. So,
Yeah.
ugh, so good.
The
All
only
right.
one sign. I love it so much. Okay,
So
sorry.
good. All right. This time I'll let it go all the way through to Juhan, I swear, guys, because that's the 1-2 punch that we love.
Now you're my baby. It's been a long time. I to the MD only one sign. I don't get a what, just care about mine. 우리들의 춤사 위에 shine. 어디 밀어 잣대 필요 없어 feedback. 너희들의 기대보다 내 만족을 위해. I dance 라다. 너도 내
Can you pause here?
We're not making it to Juhan.
No, we're not. We're not.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, guys.
You said you wouldn't, but I didn't say I would.
I know, that's true. You didn't. I didn't check in with you. Go.
I just wanted to bring out like that sound that we mentioned last night in the album preview. That it sounds like
It's like a
like a Middle Eastern horn, you know, that you can subtly hear as he's rapping, and I just absolutely love it, you know, like I mean, is it a Middle Eastern horn? I'm not sure, but it's some sort of horn, you know, that we like while he's rapping, and it's just like you can't help but hear it too. Well, at least for me. But then again,
Yeah.
I focus a lot on the instrumentation. I don't know.
Why are you looking embarrassed? That's cool.
I was like, I don't know, weird.
I also wanted to say I really feel like that there's a little part in here, I Dance Till I Die. To me, that is also a little bit of an Easter egg because, you know, I am's favorite thing is to tell you he could die. Like, he does it in like all his solo work. He's happy to die.
Yeah.
It's, you know, like I just feel like it's so funny. It's such an extreme, but it's like one of his like colloquialisms that he always throws in there. So I don't know, for some reason when I hear him say "till I die," I'm always like, ugh, so dramatic, Chinky.
I know. So dramatic.
So I see you. I hear you. I just ugh. I love a little hark back.
Yep.
And then Juhan comes in so hard. It's so good.
밀어붙여 달아오르게 다시 천천히 가빠오는 숨 고르게 아무도 모르게 조용히 들어가는 어두컴컴한 곳으로 빨려 들어가야 딩백은 조명보다 안 불고 조명 서로 눈빛을 쏘면 느껴지는 표정 깊이 빠져 헤엄쳐 피 속으로 우리만의 화려함 속으로 들어와.
What? Like that flow is so amazing. I love how he comes in really fast and then he, you know, does the interesting rhythm towards the end. And he's so smart because he always knows to like repeat interesting things like that, so you can be like, oh you know, and then the third time when you're ready for it, he'll switch it.
Yeah, his flow is so flawless and it is so amazing. Oh my gosh, like
and it's amazing that when he goes that fast you can still understand every single word. Like his diction is on point.
Yeah,
it's all very specific, like it doesn't slur together in any way. And at the speed he's going, it's insane.
Yeah.
And then now they're like, hey, you thought Youngwon was bad. You want Minhyuk to talk about how much you're his bae?
I know. I know, right? Ah!
That man. Look at him. Trusted this album, I can tell.
Perfection. Okay, well, why is this lower? We're so used to hearing him like sing falsetto. And like I was just like, we're so used to that, and all of a sudden this lower register, what the hell? Like,
and I think you pointed this out offline. It's raspy AF. It feels like he's like weathered.
It's like I feel like it's like this, like he's like very slowly, like with that voice, and I'm like, oh.
And you're right, we're so used to hearing him like is that light angel, like angel cake kind of floaty voice, and now he's like
very songbird, you know, songbird to like, I don't know, like, oh,
it's literally the vocal embodiment of his bedroom eyes.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
And I'm just like, whoa, where'd you come from?
I know. I'm like, my heart can't take this. You know, like, excuse me, sir.
Is this like the first song where literally everyone raps? Everyone raps in this song. You get to rap. You get to rap. You get to rap. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, Maniac's not really rapping, but for Maniac, this kind of is rapping.
That is rapping, you know.
You start by talk singing, then you move into it, you know. Like, I am just super impressed because I feel like he's another one who thinks, oh, that's not something I do.
Yeah.
When we all know he can do whatever he damn well pleases.
Yeah.
So in appreciation of Maniac rap, let's just go back.
Yes.
And get all flustered all over again. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to hear it twice before we stopped. I knew the moment I heard that, I was like, oh no, poor Tammy. I assume you just listened to this part a million times for like an hour. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm not wrong.
Oh my gosh, why is this so hot right now? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Girl.
All right. Like, what the heck? That was like freaking left field. You know, here I am. I was like in awe already. I'm like, whoa, is this Min right now? And then it switched. It's like, whoa. I cannot. I was like, what is going on? My mind is about to explode. Like, I just can't, like, it did not explode. It did explode. I'm like, what is happening right now? What is happening? Like, oh my gosh. Well, I just said that with no breath.
That was her interior monologue, guys. That's all. That was a stream of consciousness of what she was thinking when she first heard this.
And it hits me over and over and over again. This is like, it feels like the first time I'm listening to this, because I was like, I immediately stopped. Like, I was like, excuse me, sir, what did you just say?
And then he said it again. He's like, oh, what'd I say? I said, let's get sexy.
I was like, okay, I'm being real here. I never thought in a billion years that Kihan would sing to us and say, let's get sexy. I was like, what?
Sounds like a perfect thing for a show bro to say.
Yes, apparently so. So I was like, hold up here. Hold up. What?
He was like, I know you were just thinking about Minyak. So
I know. He was like, like I was literally like here, sitting on my nice comfy couch, literally like I don't know, 1:30, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, did I just hear this man say, let's get sexy? And I was like, you, Kihyun, what is wrong with you? I mean, there's nothing wrong with you, but what is wrong with me? I was like, what?
As we love to say, we got on the train just in time
Yeah.
for all the sex appeal.
I went into overload and I was like, I can't. Yeah. I just can't. I just can't with this man. No, Yuki-hun. No.
You know what? We should probably go back. I keep saying no. We should probably go just a little bit back. Just a little bit. I want to make sure she's sexy enough.
No.
It's happening. No. Move. Okay, so that great rhythm there, and then there's that interesting, like you said, there's that like weird. It's almost, it sounds like a muffled synth to me, but it also kind of sounds like water.
That and the combination of the traditional strings too. It's so beautiful.
It's so good.
The switch between
yeah. Whoa, no. Interesting. Very interesting. Sorry, guys. She's just trying to live. Here we go. Of course it's painful. Of course it
Okay. I love it. I love it when they say come in. Like it's so dramatic every single time. I just love it. And wow.
And
it's so like when they say it, it's so sexy.
It's so sexy. What can we talk about this? Drowning in deep snow. I can't get out anymore. Like
what?
That just sounds so cold.
I know.
Why is it so cold, Kiki?
I
know. And yeah, his voice is just, I mean, first of all, vocalist Hyungwon, he's like, what, you think I forgot? I didn't forget about you.
I know, right?
I'm back, girl.
I know.
And then to go straight into Kiki, who I feel like, again, all that emotion, and he like levels you up, and then Juhan, then the beat drops, and it's like
yeah.
Ugh, so good. Let's just hear it again. You can hear all the beats in the back.
Yeah. Oh, was that Minyak in the background of that? Did you hear it?
It kind of sounds like it. Huh?
I think it's Minyak. Yeah, that's him. Oh, gorgeous.
Now we're in full hype.
I love that part too. Like how they just like emphasize on crescendo, like so good.
And then Changkyun does that great thing where he has like a vocal fry where he'll sometimes just like let a word almost die. He doesn't finish it. It's the opposite of Juhan's perfect diction.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is sexy AF. It is everything.
It is
I
so
love it
everything.
so much.
Okay, yeah,
Go back.
I love that
Let's get
crescendo.
sexy.
I love that emphasis of crescendo though.
Crescendo. Yeah, how they're
Yeah,
all
it's
kind of like, and
yeah,
you can see, I can
in
already
your
picture
face.
how this is going to be performed.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel like the energy from it. It's cool
Yes.
because I feel like we're going to have as much when we were lucky enough to see them in concert and we saw Juhan's solo stage for
Mm-hmm.
Smokey and Voice. This to me brings that same energy, except
Yeah.
it's all 5 of them, except it's
Yeah.
the whole crew, not
Mm-hmm.
just one guy, which is like even more powerful.
Right.
All
Ugh.
right, here we go because it's so
Okay,
good.
it's so good.
Beat drop.
I love this part.
Shake it left, shake it right, shake it down. Keep it like 1, 2, 3. 펼쳐지는 춤속.
And then that part. Do.
Yep. Sounds like a cute video game.
Again, Hyungwon and IM, they are like the new back and forth pair on this album, and I'm living for it.
I am loving it. Yeah. Like Chunkin, oh my gosh, please. Shake it left, shake it right.
Why does it sound
Shake it
so
down.
filthy? But
Because
I love
it is.
I love it.
It's
I love it. It's like he almost sounds like he doesn't care, but he cares too much.
Yeah.
How can you do both of that? He's so amazing.
This just like there's always one, or not even one, few Monsta X songs that like okay, let's use Autobahn. You know, Autobahn is a classic example, you know, of driving your car on the highway or freeway, you know, and someone who doesn't know Monsta X is like, cool, this is about driving on the freeway. Oh no, there's another meaning to it, that too. You know, they chose that meaning, you know. This is about dancing. Crescendo is totally about dancing. Or is it? You know, it's a ladder.
Decide.
You know, it's a ladder, you know. So it's just like, oh my gosh,
they're so good at that. Like because you hear how they're vocalizing, so you're like, oh, this is filthy. But you listen to the words and you're like, well, you can play it on the radio though.
Yeah, you could play it on the radio. I mean, like,
it wouldn't get you banned, but if you really listen to it, you're like, ooh, this is naughty.
It has a double meaning. This song has a double meaning. You know, again, if it's someone new that's listening to this, they're like, oh, you know, what does this person want to do? Like dance, like, you know, the most like, well, salsa is like very sexy. You know, like this person wants to dance salsa or something. You know, like getting sexy and stuff.
God, I hope someone thinks that. I hope someone thinks that. There's no way anyone did, but I hope to God somebody out there is like.
But
makes me want a salsa. Monsta X.
I feel like 18-year-old Tammy would totally believe this song would be like about dancing and about like you know, dancing salsa or rumba or something like that, or you know,
something with a good beat, something where you can step it, babe.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, I mean, like now growing up, Tammy's like
let's get sexy.
I was gonna say the same thing. We are one brain cell right now. I was like, girl, you know, all I want to do. Okay, could you imagine though, like driving down PCH or Pacific Coast Highway, and me bumping to the song and be like, singing Kiki's part. Let's get sexy.
Windows down.
You know,
stopped in traffic. Amazing. I can't wait.
Yeah. I was just like, wow, I was totally off pitch right there. Sorry guys. But I was like, could you imagine though? That would be so hilarious. I will have to say though, like when I had this on at work, I was bobbing my head a lot, and I would not be surprised if my coworkers were like, what's wrong with her? And mouthing the words too.
Do you think tomorrow someone's gonna be like, so what were you listening to yesterday?
Oh, they know. They know.
Oh, you told them.
Oh yeah, of course I did.
But then, right when you think you have been as wrecked as you can be,
here we are. Writer Hyungwon Oh my gosh. Okay.
For a second, I thought you were like rider.
I mean, he rides horses. What else can
Apparently,
he ride?
and writes songs about the Lone Ranger.
I was gonna say he rides horses. What else can he ride?
Oh
I mean,
my.
cars. Cars.
Sure. Okay.
But anyways, so yeah, this song, like again, we literally talked about the album preview last night, you guys. So we're here to talk about the full length music, but as Beth pointed out last night, she said, you know, this track, when the track list came out, you know, like she was right. I was like, oh my gosh, Beth, like Lone Ranger, this is like amazing, you know, like who writes a song about Lone Ranger? You know, like Lone Ranger, I think about Chuck Norris, you know, or like John Wayne, you know,
Yeah.
like, I mean, not Chuck Norris, like the martial artist, like, I mean, like Western Chuck Norris, it's not Western Chuck Norris.
Like Walker, Texas Ranger?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Okay. Not the actual Lone Ranger, Walker, Texas Ranger.
Wow. I feel like a loser right now.
No. I honestly think that Hyungwon would probably be stoked that you thought of Chuck Norris. Got it. Minhyuk, if you're watching this, please tell him. Also, you're really sexy right now. Keep it up.
Yes, please. But anyways, wow. There is a reboot too of Lone Ranger. Wow. I should have okay, anyways, wow. I'm gonna stop talking.
Well, there's a reason why you didn't know about the reboot.
Well, no, I did know about because
I know, but it was terrible. There's a reason you forgot about it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, but wow. Okay, wow. Why am I sweating right now?
So I'm just gonna, right before we started, I'm just gonna say, when we talked about this offline, Tammy had the best thing to say. She's like, there's a banjo in this. Who does that?
Exactly. WTF,
again, experimenting, pushing boundaries, using instrumentation that is not done in their genre. Just a few reasons why we love Monsta X.
I know, right? I was just like, what the heck?
What the heck, guys?
Okay, have you ever guys heard? Have you ever heard another K-pop band using a banjo in their music?
I can't even think of like a regular pop band using banjo. When's the last time Ariana Grande had a banjo?
Or One Direction, or you know, or five
even
seconds.
Coldplay. I don't think Coldplay uses a banjo.
5 seconds. 5 seconds of summer, you know, or you know, like it's just like wow, you know,
insane.
Banjo. Okay, so
but guys, you about to hear one?
Let's get it, girl.
Let's get it. All right. More great guitar.
Okay, pause.
Okay, guys, we didn't even make it. First word.
I feel this is like what I'm really good at, you know, and it's picking out sounds that like most people might miss.
What are we missing? Tell us.
Did you guys hear the footsteps walking at 4 seconds? They're like Four to 7 seconds.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like shoes and gravel.
Yep, exactly. So they're setting up the song already. And there's whistling in here. I love whistling.
Whistling is also your kryptonite.
It is my kryptonite. If it's done right, and this is done right.
Okay, yeah. So already this song has a lot more atmospheric elements, I would imagine. Here we go.
Here we go.
Sorry, we've talked about this before too. Anytime rap line starts a song, we're like, "Oh shit, it's about to go down."
It hits you differently. Okay, come on. "Beautiful Liar" began with Chungkyun. Okay,
and look what that did.
Did it hit you guys differently, or did it hit you guys differently? Case closed.
And he's gonna do it again.
Yeah, here we go.
That's what he does.
darling, let me take you home. You don't know my time. 어중간한 대답은 나 이 다음에 보기보단 지금은 나에게 집중. 지금 나보다 중요. Jump your body to me.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
That breath.
He like exhales like into the mic.
Yeah.
So cute.
I love how he's rapping with the banjo and the freaking beat to the song is lit.
So good. You can already hear that the chorus is gonna like
the drums.
You just know it's gonna be good. You can hear it.
The drums is so freaking good. Oh my freaking good. Oh my gosh.
And of course, it's a Hyungwon, driven song, and it's starting with Chaehyun. So that's like naughty meet naughtier. You know what I mean? I'm sure Hyungwon had like an idea of the lyrics, and Chaehyun's like, "What if I just did this?" And he's like, "Do that."
Yeah. And I believe if I could remember from memory, the three members, it's not like it's Hyungwon and his team writers, I'm gonna call her Miss J because I always like mispronounce her name.
And Justin, right? Justin O. And...
Justin O. So it's always the three of them that write together. But it's, if I can recall from my memory, it's Hyungwon, Joohan, IM, and then Miss J, and then Justin.
So it was really a collaborative effort between the members. But I just feel like we're always saying that Chaehyun gets the naughtiest lines. I feel like the guys purposely give him the sexiest lines to say just to see what he could get away with.
I know.
Like how saucy can they make it before somebody finally is like, no. And apparently real saucy. So I just, all these great lines. I mean, IM doesn't even do double entendre. He doesn't need to. He just says, "Let me take you home. I want to jump your bones right now." And everyone's like, "Ah." Or, some people might do something like that.
Yeah,
Jump your body. Okay, so that's my favorite line in here. The way he throws it off, I'm down for your love. I'm just thinking out loud. Like, to me, that's classic Chaehyun, because I feel like he's one of those people, like a book you'll judge by its cover.
Yeah.
Like he's actually like a little soft marshmallow, even though he comes off like a tough guy.
Yeah.
And that is a classic, like, it's actually a kind of a vulnerable little verse. And I think it's really cute.
Yeah.
Because he's like worried you're going to say no. He's like, whatever.
Right?
I'm just thinking out loud. I will never say no. Come on down. Come to LA. See you soon.
Why did I just imagine Price is Right? Come on down.
Come on down. You have successfully won BEP. Right, here we go.
I love that song.
Crazy. And then Hyungwon. Trapped in the fog.
Okay, can we go back to Hyungwon's line? Okay, Hyungwon's line, that is like, okay, we all know that this, of course, he wrote this song. That is like
classic.
That register is like, oh. I was just like, just the way that he sings that, it's such perfection,
Yeah, and there's no one who loves being miserable for love more than Hyungwon. If you just went by the lyrics of his songs, you'd be like, damn.
Yeah, but I mean, this song doesn't seem as bad as his other, like, I'm not saying bad, like,
it doesn't seem as like heartbroken.
He's not heartbroken. Like, I don't feel like it's heartbroken at all. It's more like, I'm trying to lure you, It's like
but why does he always make it like you're trapped in a fog, like all this kind of like, it's very like moody, and
it's super moody, but like this song, I feel like, man, he's ready to pounce, like, yeah.
It is interesting that he's not trapped in the fog. It's you.
No, it's the other person. For
you
once.
Waiting for me?
For once.
And then it's such a great lead up into the chorus, which, by the way, the first time I heard the chorus, I'm like, that can't be it. And then I was like, okay, it's really cute. Okay, I really like it. All right, it's grown on me. But like the first time I heard it, I was a little like, what?
Oh my gosh.
I was surprised, guys. Let's see if you are. Maniac.
What? This chorus, like I had the opposite effect. I was like, okay, I love cheese, you know, like I mean, obviously I love cheese too, but I mean like
TMI.
But I mean the food product cheese.
I got that.
Okay. But I was like, I love it's a little bit cheesy saying like I'm a Lone Ranger.
It's 100% cheesy. It's cheesy AF. And at first I thought of the horse and everything, and I was laughing, and then I was like, what?
Yeah, I was like, what is this cheese that I hear right now? You know, but then I was like, I absolutely love it instantly. I am that person. I say dad jokes for days. Dad jokes for days, and this is like hilarious, you know, like I mean like it's just so unique and different. No one goes around and says like I'm a Lone Ranger, you know, because I got no one, you know, like but I'm trying to get you, you know, but it's just like
darling, let me take you home.
I know, it is so good. Oh,
and then again, I love the back and forth, Minhyuk, Kihan, Minhyuk, you know, the layering between the two of them, the ad-libbing, just
it's so good. It's so good. The switch between these two is so amazing. Like the pairing is so great. Like there is no bad pairing in this band, you know, like whether you choose to pair like Kihyun with Kyungwon or Chungkyun with Minhyuk, they all sound so good, like the combination, you know. It's just when you hear them paired up like this, like the switch back and forth, it's always like a sweet surprise, you know?
So I feel like we get used to whatever the pairing is in the last mini, and it's different. And then when they switch it up, we're always like, oh yeah, I love this one.
Yeah, it's just like, this is amazing, you know? And I just love that switch between Minhyuk and Kihyun. It is perfect for, it's like, it's just so perfect, like how they sing this chorus. You know?
Talk about two tenors who couldn't sound more different. They're, you know, they sing in the same basic range, but their whole tone and where they place it, it's so different. So then, yeah, they complement each other in such a, just like Jihan and Changkyu do. It's just,
yeah.
And then I feel like Shonu and Hyungwon, they're the it's funny, I feel like some people don't appreciate it, but the people who anchor it in the middle, the people who keep it all gelled together, they have a really hard job to do.
Yeah.
And right now I feel like it's just Hyungwon wrangling everyone. It's like, where's Shonu?
Yeah. I know, right? Right.
Wrangling? I said wrangling.
I know, look at you. Look at you. Oh my gosh, girl. I love it. Okay. Why? Because it's a Lone Ranger.
Here we go. This is also, I can picture this is the song I hope we get a self-cam for.
I hope so. That'd be so cool.
This would be perfect. Or what's that special performance they do? Ride With You? Something like that. Like this is a song that deserves that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's almost a little too cheesy for a regular video because it'd be over the top. So, but a self-cam.
We'll take any music video, whether over the top or not.
Well, we know they have the chaps.
Yes.
How many times when you're listening to K-pop music do you get to bring up chaps?
I know.
How many times?
Not many.
God, these guys love the West.
Yes, they do. Wild West.
Both of them.
The banjo.
You're right. I kind of love it when Juhan takes no prisoners. Like,
Yeah.
we all know he's a sweetheart and a marshmallow, and all he wants is to like make everyone smile. That is literally his life purpose. But I kind of like it when he has lyrics like these, where he's just like, "You can't refuse. Come on, follow me. This is what we're doing. I'm taking charge. Here you go."
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's like you have no choice. So
yeah.
Come on. I've got a horse waiting. Young Wan's on it.
I know. Yeehaw.
Speaking of,
I was gonna say, yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Terrible. Ooh. That's Minhyuk behind him, right?
Do that again. I'm pretty sure it is.
Because I don't think it's Kiki.
That's Kiki.
I guess you're right. It's Kiki. There you go.
What?
I guess you're right. It is Kiki. At first, it didn't sound like him. I thought it was Minhyuk because it was like a little more delicate.
Oh, that man could do delicate too. Sorry.
Here we go. Okay, let's go back. I feel like under Minhyuk when he's saying
it's Hyungwon.
"Darling, let me take you home." Is that Hyungwon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, and that was like Chungkyun too under, I think.
Yeah, I was like, at first, I thought I heard him under there. So that's the interesting part. I feel like this album, we keep saying it, but it seems so much more layered.
It's
like
it's layered so much.
It's not just 2 people, it's 3 people. It's not just 3 people, it's 4 people. Like, I feel like they're getting more adventurous in that type of stuff, and it really works.
Well, yeah, like this is so great, you know, because like I feel like it's very hard to harmonize, you know, because one person could overpower another. You know, you have to really know each other really well, you know, when you harmonize, right?
Yeah.
And so they get it right on the dot every single time, you know, like they're so good to the point where they're like, yeah, let's layer it up, you guys.
But you're right. It's like we've heard 2 most of this time, then all of a sudden they throw a 3rd in. Right. Like what I said at the beginning, right? When you think you know where they're going, they throw a spanner in the works and you don't know what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
That element of surprise. They're just geniuses. Oh, I love this.
Oh gosh,
so good. And then Kiki in the back.
I love this part. So genius. I love it. I love that. It's so easy to miss the last part, the tail end of the song. And it's to me, it feels like in the beginning they're walking gravelly, you know, into a saloon. they're a Lone Ranger, saw you, captured your heart, took your heart. Now they're slowly walking out like, yep, and the horse is like neighing, and they're like,
Right.
the horse
You can
is like,
definitely hear there's like a door that swings
yeah,
and the crunch of the gravel.
yeah, it feels like they're leaving that saloon like, yep, I'm successfully done. I got my job done, and game over.
Yep.
Come on, giddy up.
I feel like they have a weird thing about horses now too. Right? I feel like there's been a lot of like horse imagery since we became MONBEBE.
I mean, it's a little bit, it's a lot more pronounced now after we watch Beautiful Liar. I mean, come on. Hyungwon is like a prince on that horse, please. With his long hair. Don't get me started. Don't get me started on this one.
I definitely feel like Lone Ranger it's not like anything I've ever heard before.
No, absolutely
From the concept to like you said, the instrumentation and then the layering, and there's a lot of pieces in the song that I like that I would not expect to go together. And when they go together, then I suddenly love them.
Yeah, absolutely.
So again, pushing just how do these guys hear stuff most people don't? Because they have to hear this in their head first, and there's no template for this.
Yeah. Like, did Hyungwon just watch reruns of like the original Lone Ranger and be like, right? I should write a song about that. Yeah. It's just so incredible. Like, this man is like, he is so talented, he is a genius, like I mean, he's written the songs that he's already written are all music that like MONBEBE love and cherish.
Guys, if you haven't set up your Hyungwon writer playlist, you should.
I know.
And you can include songs from other artists, and they're all good.
I know, like AB6 is complicated, then you have like Vivid, then you have like Secrets from One of a Kind, because remember there's 1,000 secrets from Monsta X.
Right.
Throw
in a little wildfire,
burn it up.
Like guys, it just like it's so good. Every single song he's put out has been so amazing.
I'm begging you for mercy. Whoa! Wow, that was terrible. Okay, let's start with Deny.
Okay, yay. So Deny is one of the songs that I was like, oh, 1000%. How can a song be brand new and sound so Monsta X? It gives me all the classic MX vibes, and everyone just sounds so beautiful.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Okay, here we go.
And it's so light too.
And what is that? It's not a clap and it's not a snare drum, but it's like an interesting in between. It's rhythmic, but it doesn't have like the normal tone that you would hear from percussion. It's like, it almost sounds like, I know this is a very random reference, but it almost, to me, it's like gel fingernails clip, like typing. It's like a very light, it's almost like raindrops or something.
It's like acrylic nails.
Yeah. You know what I mean? You ever sit next to someone with really long acrylic nails and all day it's like which can be annoying, but sometimes it can be soothing.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I know we haven't even started anything yet, but we're going back. They're like,
yep.
Beginning fairy.
Please, excuse me, Hyungwon. Wow, I feel like he has been pushing himself so much in this album, like
in every field. All of it.
Like, what was that? That was just the beginning of the song.
Was he just slacking off the first 7 years? which he was not, guys. That was obviously sarcastic. I just don't understand. How does he have any time?
Yeah.
How? And then I really like this because MX has a smaller number of members. I feel like we do get to hear a lot more from them as individuals. And I feel like now, once they're more established, sometimes some of the newer bands, you really only get like one phrase. You get half of this one phrase per member. And now they don't even do 8 bars. They get like 16.
Yeah,
Like,
which is amazing.
I love how, I mean, we're 30 seconds in and we've only had Hyungwon.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
It's so great. And then it gives him a chance. Like the first line is a little like laid back, and then he put the pressure on in line 2.
Yeah.
Be like, come on, girl. I know I was lying to myself. I can't take my eyes off of you. Come on. I don't. Yes, you're the best.
You're the
I love him so much. You're the best. Ugh.
즐거움도 잠시 난 매일이 많지 어지러워 또 쓰디스 일을 삼키지 잠이 오질 않아 천장에 너가 보여 꿈인지 생신지 너의 미소가 또렷이 보여 다 지우고 싶어 쫓기는 기분이 싫어 이런 감정을 남기고 간 자리 with Gito 흐릿해도 망정 난 지금도 망쳐 떠올리면 선명한 넌
We are now up to second 53 and it's just Hyungwon and Jooheon. I mean, I just feel like the other groups do not give the members this much time,
right?
Because every song's 3 minutes and they have, you know, double-digit members.
Yeah,
they just can't.
Yeah,
it's not that they wouldn't.
Yeah,
there's no room.
Yeah,
and we're so lucky because we get to hear how these guys expand and improve all the time, and we have the space to really appreciate it.
Yes.
Also, Jooheon, please.
Jooheon is so soft in these lines. It's like
I love it when I don't know if he's rapping or singing.
It's
so beautiful,
so gorgeous. Like, absolutely love his vocals. You know, oh gosh, music to our ears. I know, so good.
And look at this great line. When I think of you, you ruin me vividly.
I love that.
You ruin me so vividly. Again, I want to hate this, but I love this. I feel like if Monsta X had one like thesis statement, I want to hate this, but I love this.
Yes.
About anything and everything. I always tell people when I'm trying to get them into Monsta X that Monsta X is like the guy you broke up with who still wants to hook up. He was like, you broke my heart, but I still want to hang out. What are you up to?
Yeah. I mean, clearly with, Beautiful Liar. There you go.
That's their MO, and I love it. It's so good.
So them.
Jooheon, please. Okay, that phrase kills me.
Minhyuk, his falsetto is, oh my gosh, it just takes you to places. Like, what?
It's like that line is so gorgeous.
It is so beautiful,
and just the way he sings it. Every place where I go, can't stop this feeling, even if I pretend to be okay.
Stop.
I feel like he really shines on this song. This song, it's like full Minhyuk power. Get ready for it. I'm sorry, we have to go back. It's that good.
It's so good. No.
I'm sorry, but this chorus is classic.
It is.
There's could not be anything more MX than Kiki singing high that you need to be with him, and then Hyungwon coming in low and being like, "Come on, baby, I know you want it. Come on, baby."
I know. Wow. They are my kryptonite, those two. I was like, the first time I heard this, I was like, what am I listening to right now? My ears are like, oh my
Hearts.
gosh. Yeah, like everything was hearts. My whole head was a heart, you know? So it's like, oh my gosh, like it's so gorgeous. I love this pairing too, you know, like
I love the way Hyungwon drops the line. Maybe you're not, maybe you're not, even though you hate me. Like how he goes down and then back up. Bum, ba-na, da-na, da,
mhm,
da-na, da, da, da-na-na.
mhm,
It's unexpected that it drops there, and it's such a good like switch for his voice. It
mhm.
just
It is
I know he's trying to
absolute.
remind us that he's super sexy in case we forgot. We didn't. But I this song really gets me
Oh,
from him. I'm just like,
oh my gosh, it's so
sorry guys, sorry guys.
gorgeous.
It's just so good.
It's so gorgeous.
And for some reason, maybe you're not sounds so plaintive. I love it.
Ugh,
Ugh. I mean,
ugh,
and even if you're not, you can tell if you don't care. Maybe you're not. Who cares?
ugh.
Can't stop this feeling.
Oh my
Ah!
gosh.
Even if you're not into me, I can't get away from you. What a
Ah,
great lyric!
right?
Just so damn good.
So good.
Ugh. See what I say? This song, classic Monsta X. Even though you hate me, I can't take my eyes off you.
I
You broke up with me, you
know.
don't want to be with me, but we can still go home together, right? Monsta X. Monsta X is willing to have their emotions battered as long
I
as they can stay
know.
close.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Stay
Who
close to
doesn't want
home.
that?
I know.
I know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
And
Yes.
then yeah, it's so unexpected. You are waiting for Hyungwon to come back in. So when Honey comes in, I feel like it really takes you by surprise because Kiki stayed. So
I know.
uh,
And
it just
Kiki
surprises you, and you're like, ooh, ooh.
and and Kiki saying, "Do you love me?" Oh gosh, what? Did you just say, "Do
First
you
he
love
wanted
me?"
you to get sexy. Now
Yeah.
he's checking if you love him.
I know. Oh, oh gosh. What is this man doing to me? Okay. Whatever. Oh,
Deceased.
deceased.
All right,
This
let's
is a
go.
hologram. Let's remember that.
This is not a real person.
This is not a real person
We
right
need to go
now.
back a little bit because we can't miss the beginning of Champion, please.
일방적인 관계에서
Mm.
가끔 온 마음이 몰아서 감당하기가 벅차 숨이 턱 끝까지 차있어 대체 언제까지 감내해야 해 지겹거든 마냥 기다리는 것도 너는 익숙해 기다림이 습관이 되고 싶진 않아 이 사실을 부인하지만 나를 잘 알잖아 right?
Right?
Can't take my eyes off you or should I close my eyes and keep off of you
Again, the way he throws off those words, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's almost like the more he says something where it's kind of just like a throwaway comment, the more
Mm-hmm.
you know that's the important part.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so good.
It is so good.
He always makes me lean in. I'm always like, what?
It's like, excuse me, sir?
Tell me more. And
What?
but I think some of those
Oh,
lines are so beautiful. I don't want
gorgeous.
waiting to become a habit.
Mm-hmm.
Don't deny this fact. You know me well. I mean, ugh.
Ugh.
And before that too. Again, sometimes in a one-sided relationship. Yes, we know you guys only do unrequited.
Unrequited. That's
I
seems to
can't
be,
handle it.
yeah.
I'm out of breath.
And
Sense of emptiness. I mean,
and this
so
song,
beautiful.
I mean, like, you know, I know you said that like the song is still them because like it's like, yeah, you hate me, but I want to be with you still,
Yeah.
you know? But this song, like musically though, like like instrumental wise and like the beat and the flow and everything, it's very R&B, you know, and this is something that they
Yes.
strive and they are so good at this type of music, you
Yeah, you
know?
know what, it really does give me a little bit of a flashback to Bebe.
Mm-hmm.
That same like groove and like the
Mm-hmm.
smoothness to it,
Mm-hmm.
which is one of my very favorite songs.
I
That is a
know.
song that even though to me is very not a Monsta, like it's not your typical Monsta X song, it is so perfectly, like you said, it's them in that genre.
Yeah, it's
So yeah, this has a
Monday,
similar vibe.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah. Yep.
So good. And even though this has a different beat, it feels like it's part of that family.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like it's like warm. It's
This
like
is definitely,
so mm.
yeah, this is like this is like the imagery that I have in my head right now, which is like weird, you know, when you get in my head. I
Too
say that,
late.
I know, I
Let
say
us
that,
in.
I know, I say that often, but I always tell you guys anyways, like too much TMI. But like to me, like this is like, it's like he's like trying to like hold your hand as you're like walking away, you know?
Right.
Like very slowly, like trying to grasp your hand in a very nice, gentlemanly way, you know? Like, come on, baby, like don't deny
You're
these
just like, and
feelings.
like you don't even really notice.
Yeah, like I'm in love with you, you know? Like, what the heck, you know?
Wow, what's
Like,
going on here?
yeah,
I'm tired of waiting. Are you used to it? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's the actual lyric. And it's just like, ah.
It's like he just wants to hold your hand, but you're just walking way too fast, and
Yeah.
yeah, just.
That's why
Just
I don't want waiting to become a habit.
yeah,
Oh
you just
gosh, it's just.
yeah.
And again, I mean, this is a long amount of flow by himself.
Mhm.
Just
Mhm.
pointing it out, just loving it.
Mhm. Mhm. They all shine in here, you know?
They shine so good.
습관이 되고 싶진 않아 이 사실을 부인하지만 나를 잘 알잖아 right can't take my eyes off you or should I close my eyes and keep off of you
What's that? Do you hear that cute little? It literally sounds like a block of wood.
Yeah.
Ding, ding in the background. So cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it? I think it is, right?
It reminds me, I should know the words for this, but like in Buddhism, there's like that little gong, you know, and
Oh,
then
where it's like da, 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 da.
yeah, and then there's like this other thing that we normally hit to, and it reminds me of that noise, you know, like
Oh my gosh,
it's
you're right. That's
it's
exactly what it sounds
it
like. I bet you it's that.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? It's like
Yes.
wooden, it's round, and then normally it's like it's like a round little stick, and you kind of hit it to like there's a rhythm in the prayer, you know, and that's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah. I went back a little bit so we could just hear one more time.
Yeah, please.
Oh, I guess I didn't go back very far, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, it's similar.
Kind of like that.
Yeah. I just want you all day. What?
And again, that's not falsetto maniac.
Can we go?
Just,
Okay.
just we see you.
I know.
I see what you're up to, and I want to hate it, but I don't.
No. Oh my gosh, this is like so perfect.
And normally he'd go up here. Ugh.
Oh.
That too, how he starts to build up, but then comes back down.
Oh.
It's almost like they don't want to scare you off.
Oh.
You know?
Oh, God.
Meltdown. Epic meltdown.
Oh, gosh. How?
Just
How? he sounds so mellow right here, you know? It's just like, gosh, the different facets of Kiki. Like, why?
And I
Why?
love I love that it's, can't get you out of my head. The more I push, the more you pull. And then he drops down to the lower register for Are You Still Far Away?
Ugh,
Mm,
so good.
so
Ugh.
that's my favorite part. So good.
I love it.
And it sounds like they're shaking like maracas or something at the end.
It's so good.
And
I
there's
love
that
how
like
it
really
ends.
pretty like wind instrument,
Mhm,
which it sounds more like a traditional instrument, but it's like light and just kind of
Oh my
I just feel like this
gosh.
song is so singable.
Mhm.
And those are my favorite Monsta X songs, the super singable ones. Like
Yeah.
I already feel like I know this chorus and I could sing it. And
Yeah.
I feel like it's sexy, but still kind of a laid back, chill vibe. It gives me
Mhm.
Netflix and chill vibes.
Mhm.
I really, I
It
can't.
really
Maniac's
does.
voice in this, it's honestly
It's so
my
stellar.
favorite of his
Yeah. Oh,
ever, 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 ever.
his voice is so gorgeous. You know, I have to say yes, he shines so much in this song.
Ugh.
And yeah, definitely one of my favorite Minyak. Like, yeah, you're absolutely right. This man is out to get every single mom baby and is like,
Wrecker be damned. He's like, no, I'm your bias. Get used to
uh,
it.
no, and if Minyak is your your bias already, this man is gonna be like, nope, I want to be your ult, you know, like ult across all the other like bands that you like, you know. And if he is already your ult, he's like, here it is. I'm securing it as your ult, like forever, you know,
I'm
stamped, you
locking it
know.
down.
Yeah. You
I just feel
are,
like
yeah.
he is uncontrollable in this album
Yeah.
for me. He is
Hmm.
every time I turn around,
Yeah,
there's Manhunt being sexy.
I
Like, whoa,
know.
what? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Gorgeous. Like his voice is so beautiful and
And based
just
on what he's wearing in the Beautiful Liar video,
yeah.
I mean, this is going to be a great era for
Yeah.
music shows.
Hmm. Yeah. But this showcases his like gorgeous his voice to me is like a songbird. Like to me he's that beautiful songbird that you just want to just wake up to every single morning, you know? And it's just like, you know, you don't want to wake up to you want to wake up to
No.
Minyak's
Oh
beautiful,
my
beautiful voice, you know, and that's what he gives me. You know, he brings a
God.
smile to my face, you know.
Yeah.
Mm, gorgeous.
But now, instead of just bringing a smile, you're also like,
I
ah.
know. Destroying left and right. Yeah.
Yeah, this song to
Shake.
me is
I was gonna say shake it to the left, shake it to the right,
I,
shake it down. Sorry. It's an earworm.
it
Can't get
is.
over it.
It really is.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And then we have It's All Right, which after hearing, I already called it to you from the album preview. I was like, this is gonna be the Saranyanda. This is the epic sing-along, maybe not the very last song of the night, but close to it.
Yeah, but I mean, this could be a very good closing song too. You know, like they could,
I
because
just can't picture anything else now that we've seen it live.
yeah, I mean, like, I mean, you know, because Monsta X they like to switch things up. So I mean, Sarahanda like
They like to
probably
rotate.
yeah, because they like to switch positions. You know, so I get it. I get it. You
But you're
know.
right. This is another one that I feel like it's not interchangeable, it's a different feel, but it has that same kind of like epic-y quality to it that is like it's a comforting group song, like
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Are
Okay.
you ready for this?
This is a Juhan song, you guys. And I love how this is the song that ends the whole entire album. You know, it's you start off really strong with Beautiful Liar, and then, well, we'll talk about that later. Let's listen to It's Alright.
Is it? Ah! Give it to me.
When I go black, then can I see you forever? 먼저 쌓인 사진 처벌 언박싱 그 속엔 그때의 감정들이 박힌 아름다운 장면들과 뒤바뀐 내 현실에 이제 적용되지 않은 사랑 방식.
Okay, the background with the splashy piano and the drums, it kind of reminds me of like, what's the song from Trespass, or is it Rush? It's definitely one of their like more like throwbacky songs, like Blue Moon or something like that.
Yeah.
It's got a very, like you were saying, R&B vibe before. This to me has a very R&B like background.
But this is a little bit more hip hop to me. Like not hardcore hip hop, but
I think
like
it's just the piano that's doing it for me.
yeah, it has like that hip hop vibe, but you know, again, like they're meshing genres, right? You know, so they have some hip hop. Because we all know, obviously, Juhan's a rapper. You know, like
I mean,
he loves
first
hip hop.
love.
Yeah, and so yeah, this is kind of like a throwback to like you know. I feel like in the earlier stages of Monsta X, where it was more hardcore hip hop, you know what I mean?
It does give me like a similar vibe to some of their older stuff, but it still sounds new.
Yeah, and then but then he adds in that piano in there, which is like what? Like,
and like I say, I love how it feels jazzy to me. It feels improvised, like a little messy.
yeah,
And I love it.
I get it, girl.
Just back up just a little bit here, just a little bit.
Yeah.
이제 적용되지 않은 사랑 방식 아직도 난 잘 모르겠어 내 맘을 애써 태어난 척하는 모습에 나를 늘 언제나 솔직함이 답이라고 했던 너와의 그대로 다시 돌아가고
Minya.
만들 시간들마저 who knows It's alright I'm gonna make it back to you
Oh my gosh, what?
I had said to you offline, this song to me is so comforting, but it also makes me want to tear up.
Yeah.
It's like it's soft and lovely, and I can feel them wanting to like bring me comfort and joy. But because of that, there's like some poignancy underneath. Because they need to bring me comfort.
Yeah.
Love you guys. It's you can tell this feels like from their heart to ours.
Yeah.
Just looking at the lyrics alone. We'll be the greatest when we're together. It doesn't matter. We make it better. It's all right. I'm gonna make it back to you. I mean, to me, that's saying that they'll never forget what we have. Even if they can't see us for a while. It's so perfect.
It's amazing.
Of course, it's Kiki. Of course. It's all right. I'm gonna make it back to you, even though the road with you is difficult. I mean, and you know, we know they haven't had an easy ride of it. So I like that they always reference that they understand us, because they've also, you know, life's not all roses and chocolate.
Yeah, it's true. It's absolutely true. And yeah, this is the lyrics to this is like, I love it so much.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Oh, that's Kiki layering. Ugh.
척한 감정들은 피어올라 겨울이 돼도 네 기억은 향기를 남기네 세월이 지나도 짙어지는 건 너와의 흔적뿐이라 그대로 다시 되돌리려 해 변해야 하는 건 우리가 아닌 나 자신 아침에 매일 다짐하고 신을 반드시 최선을 다해 사랑할 것이라 맹세해 지금의 내가 널 다시 노래하게
I think that might be my favorite line right there. It's not us that has to change, it's me. I promise in the morning I will definitely love you.
Don't make me cry right now. Oh my gosh. I ugly cry, you guys.
I just feel like Jingkyun, again, just hitting us with these lyrics, just getting darker over time. It's just a trace. I'm trying to get back. And there's this is the second scent lyric. Minhyuk started us off saying that your scent was lingering, and again, and I am also giving us that. So I feel like it's interesting that it keeps coming up. It's an interesting phrase. Your memories leave a scent.
Yeah.
I do. A lot of people have this. You smell something and it reminds you of your grandma or Christmas or whatever.
Yes.
And that's what this feels like. It's like you walk in somewhere and for some reason it reminds you of, your high school boyfriend, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah.
I just think that's such an interesting and evocative phrase. Your memories leave a scent. Oof. Woo.
It's so powerful.
Emotions that I pretended not to know bloomed even in winter. Like, what?
Oh, it was so good. So good.
I love that too. Bloomed even in winter.
Yeah.
Even when it feels like it's winter with these guys, come on.
It's like timeless. Always remembering.
Always. Gosh, guys, I can't figure out where we are. I want to see it again. I'm sorry, we're just starting from here. Here it goes.
변해야 하는 건 우리가 아닌 나 자신 아침에 매일 다짐하듯이 늘 반드시 최선을 다해 사랑할 것이라 맹세해 지금의 내가 널 다시 노래하게 향기만은 남아서 너와 만든 추억들마저 Who knows It's alright.
Okay, I really like that drum there. That drum is so good. Is this the same phrase Minhyuk sang?
Yep.
So all these guys are gonna talk about how we smell. I don't know why, but that's like.
Oh.
Yeah, that so good. Ugh. It's the perfect range for him.
숨겨왔던 나 탓하고 너 손가락질만 나던 내가 미워 돌아가고 싶을 뿐이야 행복하던 그대로 그 자리 그대로 영원히 함께 해줘
I love that part. It's you.
It's so anytime. There's a lot of group yelling on this album.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
And for some reason, it always kind of sounds joyful, or just hearing all of them as a unit together just makes me happy.
It hypes you up, and
definitely.
Not a lot of bands do that anymore. I feel like that's I wouldn't say old school, but I guess so. You kind of.
I guess maybe I would say it.
Yeah, I guess I would say it. Yeah, you kind of hear it more like back in the day, So I love it. Yeah.
Woo, red flag. What about this very interesting line of Minhyuk's? It's okay, I'm fine. You blame me for hiding it. I've been pointing fingers at you. I hate you. I almost wonder, is that what he's thinking, or is that what he thinks we're thinking? I don't know.
I don't know. That's a great question. You should ask Joohan when you talk to him.
Yes. I'm not talking to him, guys. She's being nice. Okay, I'm gonna get it back to you, and then okay, here we go. Sorry, Anyhow, guys, sorry,
I
not sorry.
Gonna make it back to you. 괜찮아 아무렇지 않아 난 숨겨왔던 나 탓하고 눈 손가락질만 나던 내가 미워
Ugh.
허락하고 싶을 뿐이야 행복하던 그대로 그 자리 그대로 영원히 함께 해줘
Ugh.
표정이 보기 싫었던 넌데 날 이렇게 만들고 모른 척한 건데
No.
난 잊고 여전히 난 It's alright I'm gonna make it back to you Gotta make it back to you
Okay, I'm sorry. I just that again, another great lyric. I forgot what I already regretted. It's all right. I'm gonna make it back to you. It's like even when I hate you, even when I'm mad at you, it's
Mhm.
temporary.
Yeah.
What's forever is I'm gonna make it back.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh.
Of course, it's Kiki singing it because he
Mhm.
wants to devastate you.
I know. Always. My gosh, this man.
Again, straight from Youngwon into Kiki, like, ugh.
Like,
Mm.
oh,
Yeah.
why?
I mean, the swing and the beat here.
It's alright I'm gonna make it back to you Gotta make it back to you It's alright I'm gonna make it back to you
Ah.
Why 길이 힘든데도 We'll be the greatest when we're together It doesn't matter we make it better
I mean, that's obviously the two of them, and it is so gorgeous. And even though I kind of think that Minhyuk might have a higher range, he's singing the lower part. It's so great.
We'll be the greatest when we're together It doesn't matter we make it better It's alright back to you Gonna make it back to you
This song.
Ending fair. So we've got opening fairy, Youngwon, right? Oh
No,
I am. That's
Chungkyun.
right. It's Changkyun, and then Minhyuk, please.
I'll make it back to you
Ah.
Oh my gosh. The Minhyuk and Kihyun, like, oh my gosh. And then Kihyun and Hyungwon, oh my gosh. And then
And then
and Kihyun and Juhan, oh my gosh. Like, and Kihyun and sorry guys. Like, you guys already know Kihyun is my ult, so I'm just saying. I
we'll
love
be
them
the
all.
greatest when we're together. It doesn't matter. We make it better.
Yeah.
It's all right. I'm gonna make it back to you. I mean, that's like all the phrases you ever want to hear from anyone who tells you they have to go somewhere.
Yeah.
It's like, but what? Why? Like, and even though, I mean, I'm sure most MONBEBE are pretty aware this is, half the band is gonna do military sometime this year. So,
Mhm.
all of these things, even though they have a lot of songs like this, I feel like they're really good at doing songs about coming back together and
Yeah.
not forgetting each other. But this one feels like especially like, ooh,
It's
straight
so
to the heart.
Yeah, it's so
Ugh.
comforting, you know?
Yeah, and
It
just the swing of it, I think, is a part of the reason why it feels so like I feel like I know this song. I feel like I've heard this song a million times, and yet I know I haven't.
yeah. Yeah.
But it already feels timeless and like one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah. And it's so interesting too that Juhan wrote this part in English, you know?
Yeah.
Which is like he didn't have to, but he did.
I
So
almost there's like a selfish little part of me that hopes it's because they had such a good time on their tour with us.
yeah.
Just a
Oh.
little bit of me that hopes that like you just want to sing something to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, International MONBEBE!
Yay.
We love you.
I know, we do.
We accept you, all the parts of you.
We do. We do.
I feel like he just wants us to be happy. Ugh, he's so
Yeah.
great.
He's so wonderful. Like he's so versatile in like writing music, and it is so crazy. Like from Gambler, Rush Hour, then you get Sarang Handa, and then you get
Mhm.
this. And it's just like,
Like,
wow,
how
this,
can he go so hard but also be such a marshmallow?
yeah, he's a total marshmallow too,
And you're
And
right, this album starts at Beautiful Liar, which is so like
it's the hard,
heavy and in
it's
your face.
it's the hardest song on the album, in my opinion.
Right. And then
Like
it's kind of like a slow denouement. Like each song's a little more intimate.
yeah. So it's like a half bell curve. So,
Hmm.
you start like really high and it kind of goes like in a drop like this. So,
But
we'll
they
see.
still, it's interesting how they keep the intensity from the first track all the way through the end. They just
Mhm.
shape it differently.
Yeah, yeah. So this is like, even though it started like really hard in the beginning, like the end, they want it to end it like very softly,
Right.
and just to comfort and just to like, they basically just want to embrace you.
And I can't stop thinking of what we saw in the album preview. Like this song now, it just makes me think of a group of friends together, laughing, hugging each other.
Hmm.
That whole group karaoke vibe. Like
Yeah,
just, hanging with your besties.
yeah, just
That's
hanging
this
out.
song is a total campfire sing along. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it
yeah,
so
so
much.
good.
I feel
Ugh.
like this is the song that right now I really love it, but I wouldn't say that it was my faves, but it might be the song I end up listening to the most.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, oh my
I don't think I
gosh.
can pick though. These are all babies, and I can't pick one baby. I like them all.
Yeah, I like them all too. Like yesterday, I was like, oh, like I think I'm gonna like Deny like the most. And then I was like, after listening to all of this, I'm like, oh my gosh, like
Like
Crescendo, and then Beautiful Liar, and then like Lone Ranger. Like I was like Crescendo, Lone Ranger, Crescendo, Lone Ranger, and then I was like, Daydream, and then I was like, wait, hold up, I'm so confused right now. And this is like a great problem to have, you guys. Like when you can't select your own, like your favorite song on the album, it's
yeah.
one, non-skippable, and two, you're like, holy crap, I can't even pick a favorite song. Because like tomorrow's mood could be Daydream,
Yeah.
or 2 days from now it could be Lone
It,
Ranger,
yeah. Or it's
or
all right. Or
yeah. I see you, Dodo Hyungwon. I see you. I get what you mean now, girl. I get you. I get you so much.
I just it's so great how not only there's a lot of bands where I'm like, oh, they have this one song. Whenever I'm upset, I play it. It makes me feel better.
Yeah.
And not only does this band have that, but when I put on their music, it will give me all the feels without me already having to be there. Like
Hmm.
so as much as I could see myself pulling this out and putting this on, like, in the evening or something, it would be just as good in the car on a road trip.
Hmm.
And they managed to take me places, with their music. And
Yeah.
I'm a huge audiophile. A lot of music means a lot to me, as it does to
Hmm.
you,
Hmm.
but not every band can really transport you
No.
the way this band does. Each song you feel you're in a different spot with them, but it all makes sense, and it feels like a magical experience. It really feels like a back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah. Like their music is just, you can listen to it anywhere,
Yeah,
and it's just
anytime,
anytime. Like
and
I
it will
can't.
change your mood.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you guys see like our Instagram posts about my Spotify and like my Apple Music and my YouTube? It was all Monsta X, all different occasions, like during work, during like, working out, like when they do that year-end recap, I was like, wow, I do listen to Monsta X a lot.
I'm surprised you weren't like, wow, I listened to something other than a Monster X.
I know, I know. It
I think
was,
this algorithm's wrong.
yeah. So I was just like, their music is always like comforting,
It's
and
amazing how, like, you already feel like like these songs, them.
yeah, yeah,
Like
and
they ugh.
they capture that essence, you know, and so it's like they're incredible, you know. It's
So
just
good.
they're so good.
I just can't believe how every time they put out a comeback, I'm always like, I'm not ready for this, and I'm too hung up on the last one. And then when the new comeback comes out, I'm always like, how did I live without this?
I'm s- I'm still stuck on 2020, you know?
Yeah,
I'm still stuck on Fatal Love, you know? And so I'm like, I listened to that album at least at least 20 times a week, you know? Like that's
right. I was
bare
gonna say,
minimum.
yeah, at least weekly,
Yeah,
please.
weekly for sure, bare minimum. Like, I mean, why do you think we why do you think we quote like Monsta X so much, you know?
We couldn't if we didn't know it.
I know. So if you don't know,
Now you
now you
know.
know, you know. I mean,
But yeah, I feel like the fact that they can make this already seem like it's been part of their catalog forever.
yeah, yeah,
It's just who does that? Not many bands can experiment and yet everything is sounds like them. I don't know. It's just fascinating to me. This band is so complex and they're only getting better. How is that
yeah,
possible? I love it.
yeah. It's. I remember when
Western
you.
bands get bad after 4 albums, guys.
I know it's true. This is like the reverse, you
This is
know?
the reverse.
Yeah, it's so interesting that you said that because it's like I remember Shape of Love and I remember because you listened to Shape of Love before I did, and you're like, oh my gosh, Tammy, like this is like a no skip album, like this is so freaking good, you know? And then I was like, oh really? You know? And so I was like, okay. And so I listened to it. I'm like, oh my God, you know, it's like so good. And then I had the same sentiments as he. I'm like, how can they top this? You know, like
Wow.
Shape of Love. Like I was so disappointed when I saw all these like polls at the end of the year saying like this is the top like albums. I'm like, where's Shape of Love? Shape of Love should
Right.
be in here. Like, what is wrong with you guys? You guys have no taste, you know? So I got disappointed, you know, because like it tells me that also like people are not open to different a genre, a Monster X genre, you know,
Mhm.
like
It might be a little too much,
yeah,
but
it's too much
it's
for
not.
them, you
When it
know?
feels like it's too much, then it's challenging you, so it's just enough.
Yeah, exactly, you know? So, but this whole entire album is so good. They take you on a roller coaster ride because actually it's not like a half bell curve, like I said. It's more like they take you all, they shoot you all the way up with Beautiful Liar, then drop you suddenly like with Daydream, and then they take you up again to Crescendo, and then they kind of it stagnates a little bit with like Lone Ranger, then they take you down with Deny, and then take you down another step with It's Alright, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like
And
crazy.
not many albums have like a full journey like that. Either
Mm,
everything's at like one level
mhm.
or it's like all ballads or, you know,
Yeah, yeah. And
they
so
make such a good effort of how they string. It's not just the songs, it's where they place them and how they put them together. I think
yeah,
that they're so good at. Sometimes
yeah,
I wonder, is the song only skippable because it's between two other songs that are too good?
yeah,
You know?
yeah, yeah. And so like
All those little details are so important.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Many people don't realize that like the track listing is like it has a rhyme and reason, you know, why
And
they
guys, it didn't for a long time. It used to literally just be a bunch of songs
hmm
someone recorded on the same weekend. But
yeah.
now there's so much thought that goes into it because just like making a good playlist,
hmm
you can't randomly go from a banger to the slowest of slow ballads. You just can't,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Yeah. And so like they take us on this journey with them and you know and even then, you know, you could totally put this on shuffle too ugh and it'd still be like amazing.
So good. So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But I appreciate, how much time and effort they put into all those little things. We know that they agonize about all those things. I guarantee you, Juhan was up calling people, being like, "What about this? What about that? What about this?"
Yeah. Yeah.
And the artistry is kind of the thing that happens in the like little details, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
It's already great, but those are the things that really like knock it up to Monsta X.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Crazy.
can't believe how much I'm in love with this album already. It's
Yeah.
insane.
It literally just came out today,
It
and
just
like we are
took over my life.
so enamored with it, you know? So, and that speaks volumes. Again, I
Mhm.
feel like we're both very picky with music, you know, like yeah, we listen to a bunch of songs and we're like, "Oh yeah, this is pretty good," you know, but I mean, at the same time though, it's like this band is so captivating that like you're
Yeah.
always going back to their tracks all the time, you know? Ugh,
Ah,
so good.
ah. Nobody else is allowed to put anything else out.
Yeah, I
I
know.
listened to this for like 2 weeks straight, and let's be honest, it'll be more like 6 months straight.
Yeah,
I'm
that
still not over Shape of Love.
yeah, I'm not over
I'm
Shape
still
of
not over
Love.
Rush Hour.
Not over, yeah.
No Limit.
I'm still on Autobahn. I am still on Rush Hour. You know, I'm still on
Hey,
Love Killa.
they never. We barely get a chance to catch our breath with this band.
Yeah, it's true.
They're that awesome.
Yeah,
And
they're
I never,
amazing.
this is one of the bands that I always am like recommending to people, even if I know nothing about them. I'm always just like, you should listen to Monsta X because
I
they're really cool.
know, I know, I
It's like, what do you
know,
like? Classical, opera? You should listen to Monsta X.
I know.
What the shit? You like jazz? Monsta X.
I know. I know. Here, let me flip on some love for
Oh, you
ya.
like country? Have I got a banjo song
I
for
know.
you?
I know. They'll be like, Banjo? You just piqued my interest. And I'm
Monsta
like,
X.
yeah. Monsta X. You wanna you feel like speeding on the road, but you don't speed? Autobahn. I'm sorry, I keep saying Autobahn because I really love Autobahn.
Yes, she does.
Not that
Okay,
it.
when
Yeah.
we talk to Juhan, we'll definitely have to ask him about that. Why is everything so great?
I know.
Oh, just another classic mini album. I don't know how they keep doing it.
I know. And the day that they release their fourth album is gonna be ugh. Again, I'm still stuck on Fatal Love. 2020, you guys. 2020.
But if we're very good and we pray to all the starship gods and goddesses, maybe we'll get a full length when Show New pops out.
I hope so. Yeah. Full length and also a tour. Manifest, manifest, manifest.
I know
Ah,
I'm gonna dream with these songs as my soundtrack today.
I know, same here. Oh my gosh.
Ugh.
Yeah. But all I gotta say is, please don't be a lone ranger. Because
Okay, I also
it's
want to see some Lone Ranger merch. Can that happen? I can't wait to see what Etsy does with that.
I know, right? Oh my gosh.
Now's the chance. Full country Monsta X style.
Well, we are good friends with a vendor. Her name is Candy T. On Etsy, Carolyn is so adorable, and so I think we need to ask her like to create. She creates awesome t-shirts. If you
I think she's up
guys,
for the challenge.
yeah, if you guys seen like my long sleeve maroon shirt, it says Sarang Handa, you know, like right here, and then Monbebe right here. She's the one that created that shirt. She created like your Minyak shirt that you wore before.
Shout
That
out.
was
You're
all like,
welcome.
yeah, see? There
You're
you go. She is
welcome.
so creative. So,
And she does like the Jew Honey MONBEBE Cafe, the Jew Honey Latte.
She's super creative. So, like, we'll bring up to her. We'll be like, hey, Lone Ranger, do something with Lone Ranger.
Can you imagine? People would actually be like, "Oh, I've seen that," and you'd be like, "Oh, have you? Not this one."
I know. And then we'll
And then we'll
a-
have an excuse to bring up Monsta X.
yeah. See,
That's all
there
I
you
need.
go.
I just need one excuse, guys, and it usually starts with you looking me in the eyes,
Mhm.
and then I go, "Hey, do you know Monsta X?" Not sponsored by them yet, guys, but man, we're trying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just, sounds so good. I don't know what
Yeah.
else to say. I just
I
love it.
know. You don't need a reason to.
Guys, it's gonna get so much worse. Wait, just wait a few days.
I mean, I already told you what I did with all the songs already, like what I put out on Twitter, but you know, I mean, sometimes, you know, sometimes all good things must come to an end right now, you guys. This crescendo is over. So, I mean, us, not them. So,
Never.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry. It's all right. Okay.
Right? We're going to make it back to you next time we talk about Monsta X.
Yeah.
But until then.
Yeah, we'll make it better. We'll make it better. It's all right. We'll stay together. Sorry. I just could keep going.
You're just saying Kiki over and over again.
I know. I just keep going. I mean, come on, it's Kian. I mean, it's better to say that than let's get sexy. You want me to say that instead? All right. On that note, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us on this very, very, very fun ride of Reason. And you guys, please, if you guys have the funds, buy their album, just let's shoot them up on the billboards,
Oh my gosh, you will not be disappointed in those pics.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so true. And also, you guys, I mean, if you can't afford it, that's completely fine. Like, you can always stream that album. And
you don't have to buy merch to be MONBEBE. That's for sure.
And it is voting season right now too, you guys. So let's help them get a win, many, many wins actually. So,
but they deserve it. It would be so nice if a song the three of them wrote won.
Oh my gosh, please. Yes. Ugh.
Yeah.
That would be
They finally did it. We've been crying for more Monsta X and they gave it to us.
They did. They did. So yeah, you guys, there's so many things happening right now. So vote, purchase the albums if you can. If not, that's fine. Just stream their music, if you don't have the
show
funds,
them your love.
Okay. Yeah, and just if you're in Fan Cafe, like write to them and say how much you love them. And if you're in Universe too, like private message them and say that you love the music, because we know you do.
If you're still here, you do.
Yeah, if you're here all the way to the ending of this video, you're a MONBEBE, a hardcore MONBEBE. We love you. We love you so much. Okay, well, on that note, we are and we will see you guys next time, and it's probably gonna be for the dance practice or self-cam of It's Alright. I think it's gonna be It's Alright. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
But I'll take any self-cam, but I think it's gonna be It's Alright.
I mean, I still kind of want it to be Lone Ranger.
I do want Lone Ranger too. I love that banjo.
I think It's Alright should be like a full music video.
I mean, can you imagine all of them in their Western clothes, like John Wayne style? Not Western like American, but Western like full out Clint Eastwood, like John Wayne, like.
Well, I mean, it's obvious Kihun bought that whip. Might as well use it.
I know.
Why?
He wants it.
Why? Why does he have that giant full whip? No. Sorry, we can't go back. Wow. We're not going there.
Wow.
We can't go back. Not right now.
Yeah. Let's not take it back.
Just
not take it back.
Okay, this will never stop. We're in a time loop. What?
I know.
How Monsta X of us. All right, guys. We love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Annyeong.
We could just talk about it forever.